the story, the beginning was great. Let's say his son, who's now not a little kid. In the first one, he was a little kid.
Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing.
Now he's a teenager, annoying little teenager. To be honest,
Yeah.
like I don't know if it's like he doesn't have that kid voice anymore. Did the teens acting like he's not an actor?
Yeah, I think it's purposeful, right? Like, you punk ass teenager.
I am not in love with this character. When you're doing a puzzle, like
Mhm.
I love to like soak in what I'm looking at. Like, oh, there's so much to see. Like, I don't know, they make it so much eye candy. You don't want to do the puzzle right away. You want to stare at this
Mm.
beautiful game.
Especially on the PS5, right?
So I'm like, wow, look at this environment. And his son wants to help you with every little thing. Like, hey, do you think that will be useful? Hey, why don't you do this? And like before I even have a chance to look at what I'm supposed to do, you're like, hey, why don't you use that and this? Like, can you not tell me what to do? Can I figure it out?
Am I taking too long for you?
And I was thinking, oh, this is a feature in the game. Why don't I turn off hints or something, right? Some games have that.
So was that what it was?
No, you can't turn off this annoying little teenager. Hey, do you want to do this?
Shut up, you.
What up, my buddy?
What's up, stranger?
What up? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Filthy animal.
Keep the change, you filthy animal. How are you? Filthy
I'm
animal?
good. I'm good. How are you?
It's good to see your face.
It's good to see your face, man. It's been
Let's lighten up this face. Ah, there we go.
Now I can see you.
It's been a while.
It has. It's been what, 3 weeks? I did, dude. I did, man. I missed our conversations. I missed listening to our conversations as well.
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, we get some good conversations going for sure.
Yeah.
All I remember, I was deleting my old video off my folders to make space, and I see that we were talking about Jet Li. It's like, oh man.
Oh yeah, that was
Blonde
the last one. Blonde Jet Li.
And I put the Jamaican one on.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Well, I couldn't find
get
a good like
picture.
non-pixely blonde.
The blonde one. Yeah,
I just try to be funny. Yeah. So, how's everything? I mean, you want to start off with Christmases, New Year's?
Yeah.
Is it old news now?
Nah, we can talk about our holidays, man. Share.
Or you want to tell me how you're doing now, this Saturday?
I can tell you everything, my friend.
Tell me that farm.
Show me that farm. Yeah, Christmas was good.
At your place or
yeah, we had it at my house, but for certain reasons, well,
okay. Was it gonna be like a joint Christmas, or did you plan a solo Christmas? Like, hey, we're doing it on ourselves.
Well, Christmas morning is just us, right? Stephanie and the pups.
Mm-hmm.
But we were having my mom and Andrea, Mikey, and Luke
later
over
for dinner or lunch or something.
Yeah, like an early dinner.
I'm guessing that didn't go according to plan.
My mom was still able to make it, but Andrea, Mikey, and Luke couldn't make it because Luke was feeling sick, so they had to go to the hospital. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. Is it like COVID related or something like that?
No, I guess something with his digestion, and they couldn't figure it out, but they got it figured it out they figured it out now, but it took them a while to find out what was going on with him.
And on Christmas Day, right?
Yeah, on Christmas Day, and actually it stretched all the way through New Year's because we were like, oh, maybe you guys can come over New Year's Day instead, and even still, I think they just got out of the hospital like on New Year's Day.
Oh no! Everything good now?
Yeah, everything's good. They're gonna come over next weekend. We still have the tree set up and all their presents nestled safely under the tree.
Under our tree. Safely under our tree. Under our tree.
Yeah, so we'll do like an impromptu second Christmas.
Yeah. I'm sure that would be good for them. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
cheer them up, get their morale going.
Yeah.
You know, missing Christmas, missing New Year's and stuff,
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, right?
and you're
Because
worried about your child, and
well, yeah, and we like totally get it. Like, of course, Luke's health takes priority, so we were like, hey, whenever you guys can come over, everything will be here, and we can celebrate whenever everything is good.
yeah. 2 months later. When you guys coming over? I want to put this tree away. My neighbors are starting to talk.
The neighbors are talking. Those weirdos still have their tree up.
Just one of those neighbors.
I don't know.
My
I
dad
think I still
talks about
see.
those.
I've
Like,
still
I can't
people with
believe.
Christmas decorations out. So
Well, if you don't light it, man, if there's a way to like hide your Christmas lights so you don't like the bushes one, like it's hard to see those, right?
yeah.
Christmas. Well, keep
But if you
those.
got it lining your house,
Yeah, wrapped around and
yeah,
stuff. And the bulbs are all like colored
and they
and
still
filled.
light them, dude. I think I. When do you think is the appropriate time to take down Christmas lights?
It's funny because my dad, like right after New Year's, he's like, I'm prompt, and he's outside and
So
he's like,
like January 2nd or something, or
yeah.
January
Well, I
1st.
think January 2nd was a Monday. And
Mm-hmm.
I think we did something, it was a holiday. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have work. But I
Same
don't
here.
think my dad did anything. But on the third, I'm pretty
He was
sure.
he was
Like,
ready. He was like, all
yeah.
right, it's coming down.
There's
I
like a Mexican holiday too. Like today, I'm
oh,
guessing.
oh,
About the three wise kings, the old
oh,
men during
the wise
Jesus
men.
days, the
Yeah,
baby
yeah.
days.
Oh,
And that could be another reason why people are
people
still
leave it up.
leaving it. I think
Hmm.
that's what my sister's doing.
I
But I
didn't even
think
know
after,
that.
yeah,
Then they take it down.
mhm.
I was gonna say, I feel like
After February, you're just one of those people.
no, man. I'll say like a week after New Year. So like this weekend, if we didn't have our second Christmas plans, it
Mhm.
would be this weekend. Would be like, all right, it's time to take down the Christmas stuff.
All right,
You had it through the new
voting,
year.
voting time.
It's time to
So
go.
when is your put up? Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah, the weekend. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what my parents do.
That Friday after Thanksgiving or Saturday, depending. That long weekend.
Mhm. That's when Mariah comes.
Hell
And then
yeah.
she's like,
That was the first song, dude. Set up the tree. First song we played.
yeah,
It's Christmas time.
guarantee. But you were I remember we were having that conversation, like a stickler, like you can't play it before
Mm.
Thanksgiving.
Hey, and that's what I said, like,
It was
because
a diner or something, right? They're gonna stop
oh
anyone
yeah.
that plays
I was
it.
like, I like their rules. I am on board with their rules. But
It's too funny.
yeah, because on Black Friday, Steph and I went to Ala Moana, and she was like wanting to play Christmas music in the car, and I'm like, nope, not yet, not till we set up our tree.
Really?
Hey, I'm a
Hmm.
stickler, man.
So it's only during the Christmas tree putting up process do you want to
Yeah,
hear it?
even though the mall was playing Christmas music, so
Yeah. But she was really hyped to start listening. Like, nope,
yeah. And
not in this house.
this
Not
year
in
we
the
really
Lewin
got
house.
into like all the different Christmas music.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like the
Like
pop,
different countries?
yeah, the country, well, like
Oh,
different
gee,
genres.
oh, Santa.
Well, not different countries, like different genres.
Different countries.
Dude, the pop Christmas, the country Christmas, the
Mhm.
rock Christmas, the
Any
hip
kind.
hop Christmas.
Santa Claus is coming down.
The hip hop ones are all like Santa, I got a brick of cocaine on the 12th day of Christmas.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
Nice.
so funny.
Getting festive this year.
I really got into it. So because we got into it, we were actually ready for Christmas to be over right after.
Oh, because of how long you got into it for.
Yeah, like we got into it hard, man. Like really hard.
Didn't you find it fascinating, like the day after Christmas, like you see the holiday films on the streaming services and you're like, I don't want to watch it anymore.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's
I would
exactly
like
how we
I
felt.
didn't get to watch Jingles All the Way, so it's like, oh, I'll watch it the next day, and I was like, I don't feel like watching.
Yeah,
Christmas is
no,
done.
this dude, I
You know what
totally
I mean?
agree. Yeah, because especially, like, if you're watching Christmas movies from Thanksgiving to Christmas, it's
Yeah.
like a whole month of watching movies. I mean,
Mhm.
if you didn't watch it in that month, I think, the ship has sailed.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I watched it passingly while like we were doing something, but like I like sitting down, like, oh
And
yeah,
enjoying
this
it,
is why
right?
I like it. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Definitely.
watched because I like A Christmas Story. You know, You'll Shoot
Mm,
Your Eye Out. It's a
mhm.
classic for me.
Did
They
you watch
have
the
they have
sequel?
a HBO
We
one.
watched
Well,
it too.
actually, did you know that they had one Christmas Story 2 with a
I found
totally
out
different
after the
cat
fact. Yeah, I found out after the
with
fact.
what's his name from Home Alone 2? Sticky Bandit. He plays the father.
Oh,
He doesn't play it very
did
good.
you watch it? Did you watch it?
I watched a snippet and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?"
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I
Oh,
want Ralphie.
Ralphie. So seeing adult Ralphie was weird. Like having him do his imaginary kid thing as an
Yeah,
adult, like,
as an
you're a
adult,
weirdo, dude.
I
Like,
yeah, I thought it was a little strange, but
yeah.
Steph liked it.
I mean, it was cool to see them all like, "Hey, we're friends again," hugging and stuff.
But his
Seeing them as
internal
adults.
dialogue as an adult, and
Yeah.
it's
Oh
like,
my god.
where is this movie
But I
going?
I knew what he was about to write was gonna be I saw it coming. Did you?
What did he write?
He started writing the intro to the Christmas Story movie.
Oh,
Like,
dude, I didn't even catch that because we didn't watch the Christmas Story. We just jumped right into
oh, okay.
Christmas
No.
Story
No,
Christmas,
I
right?
just I think
That's what it was called?
the intro, what he says, uh, um, just reminded me, "Oh, okay,
It's
I
like
hear
full
it."
circle,
Yeah. So he's basically telling the Christmas story, then he'll probably sell it to some studio,
and
and
then
then
they'll make the movie.
they
Yeah.
made the movie.
And I didn't even realize that it was kind of because it was supposed to be what, the 70s or something?
Yeah,
It didn't
because,
feel overly 70s to me.
like, it still had the old feeling. Like, it wasn't like 70s show feeling, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it was enjoyable though. It was like,
It was
it
fine.
was good to check out.
Yeah, it was trip down memory lane and seeing them older.
Mhm.
His voice was like, "Whoa."
I'm
It's a
adult
little
Ralphie.
because I heard him in Elf. He's an Elf,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But I realized that they changed the pitch on all the little
yeah.
buddy, like
So you
so
didn't
maybe
get
I
his real
thought
voice
maybe that's
in
why I
Elf.
thought his voice. Yeah.
You thought he had a squeaky voice?
But I wonder he did try to match the way he talked in the Christmas Story, the narrator. It felt like
Oh,
he was trying to
I could
talk
see
like
that.
him,
I could see that.
bringing it full circle.
Make it feel cohesive. I could see that definitely.
Yeah. Did you watch any other new Christmas things this
What's
year?
another new one? What was the other new ones that came out? I know you said you saw
Spirited.
Spirited.
That was fun. I
I
liked it.
didn't see that because we don't have Apple
Yeah.
TV.
You're just
Um,
limited to your streaming. That's
yeah,
all.
it's my ecosystem.
Yeah.
What were some of the other new ones? I guess we watched a lot of the classics, like Christmas Vacation and Jingle All the Way and Elf
Do you,
and
were you ever into White Christmas? Is that too old for you?
White Christmas. No, oh, but there was an old one that I did watch that I'd never seen before.
Like Miracle on 34th Street or
It's a
anything?
Wonderful Life. I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
seen it before.
Oh, nice.
So this was a Steph.
That's a nice one to go back
Yeah,
to
it was nice. It was very
because
heartwarming.
you really feel like, man, the world hates him.
Yeah.
He keeps getting like
Well,
screwed over.
I don't know if the world hates him. It's
No,
just
no,
that
but he
he
just keeps
kept
getting
wanting
bad
to
luck.
leave the town and he never could. And he's
Yeah.
like, fuck this life. I wish I
Yeah.
was never born. It
Mhm.
was a good one.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it being that, it's a classic that I've never seen before. But it holds up. There's a reason why it holds up.
You might like next year Miracle on 34th
34th
Street.
Street.
It's a good
Yeah, I've
one.
never seen that one. So yeah.
Same kind of vibe. My family likes that one. And
Mhm.
there's a White Christmas, which I'm thinking, when will that want to be canceled?
Why?
Just
Why?
because it's called
I've
the
never seen that one either. What's going on there?
Ben Crosby, and he
Bing
sings
Crosby
about I'm
mm,
dreaming
of a
of a
white Christmas.
wall. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the snow. It's not like only
Yeah.
white people.
But there's a lot of white people in that movie. I'm just letting you know.
Well, dude, even in It's a Wonderful Life, the fact that they had the house their maid and she was a black lady.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Mammy, or I don't know what her name was, but it was very like I could see
Man.
why people would complain about it being antiquated.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I'm gonna share with you the White Ass Christmas. It's a good movie. Like, I never associated it with like white people, but I'm just in this day and age.
It's like,
I
oh, there
feel
is
like
there,
if
well,
someone wanted
because
to cancel it, it could be canceled just
because there's
because it's,
no all white casts
there's no
anymore.
representation. You know what I mean?
But it was
Uh,
of the times,
I know,
right?
but people don't like of the times.
That was the times. The times we're living in now, it's a different
It was
time.
of the times.
1954. I mean, you had like that was Mad Men days where you had the elevator guy,
Yeah.
VistaVision.
And this is the trailer back then.
Yeah, just text. The screen has ever given you.
Sorry. Two white guys. You know?
Pre-CG where it's a painted background.
Yeah. And all this was hand painted, right? Because this was probably black and white. So someone had
Set.
to like someone in the editing room, like adding paint to everything.
Oh, is this before they had color,
I think so.
or is this when color first came out? Because didn't they do
Because Miracle on 34th Street is black and white, but
yeah.
then they released it colored, which meant someone just went and like had a paintbrush and was coloring everything.
So it wasn't just filmed.
No.
Hmm.
So there'd be no way to truly know if that was like the color,
Wait, so
right?
was Wizard of Oz is Wizard of Oz in color, and wasn't that from like the 30s?
Well, now we'll have to do some investigation.
I'm asking too many questions. Wiz Khalifa.
Hanging scene. It had to be the first one.
Because they started in sepia until she went to Oz, and in
that's
Oz
true.
it became colored.
I could be a piece of shit. Not a piece of shit, but a lying sack of shit. I don't know.
Makes me wonder. It does make me wonder when.
Because
they start?
Miracle, let's see. Miracle on.
Because that's black and white. Because
Yeah.
I know we watched It's a Wonderful Life in black and white, but it said black and white
1947.
version.
Yeah, this is
Matilda.
1947. Black and white.
Maybe most movies. Maybe it was cheaper to do it in black and white.
Yeah. Oh, poor girl. Those
And
eyes.
then if they wanted to spend the extra money, they can the Santa Claus. We
Yeah,
watched the
could.
Santa Claus.
Oh, the Santa Claus is a good movie. The first one,
Mhm.
I love that one. Don't. There's a TV show now on Disney Plus.
Not worth it.
I wouldn't even go near it.
I wouldn't touch you with a 39
It doesn't even start. It's so of the times. Like
The new one?
it just starts off like, okay, we're gonna watch the Santa Claus, and we're invested in some kind of multi cultural home. Like I don't know, dude.
Okay, I'll leave it at that because I don't think I've
Well,
ever
I have to
actually.
give it. I didn't watch it all. I just saw a glimpse. I'm like, I'm out.
I've seen enough. I've
Yeah.
seen enough. I'll take my 1996 Santa Claus.
Yeah. But Disney is just, we already talked about Disney.
The agenda, the Disney agenda.
It's funny, like my sister just watched Strange World with her daughter Emily, who's in college now.
Okay.
But in the very first scene, they have someone explaining this is my boyfriend or something, and I guess they paused as a family, like, hey, like, she has her younger daughter. It's like I don't want to have to explain all this like every in the movie or something. But to M, she was just saying you guys are being homophobic. It's like
Oh, because the it was gay.
yeah, it was a gay like,
Oh,
but it was just like because we noticed like hey they're inserting it whatever. But
yeah.
it's just funny, just of the times.
It's the times, man. Drama, man. Drama times. Different camps.
But
Different.
hey, I mean, what do you think about representation? I think it's so. I mean, why wouldn't you want? Why would you want to deny people of certain people? I don't know. What's your take?
I don't think it's denying people of certain people, but it becomes painfully obvious that it's just ticking a box when it's in every fucking movie.
Yeah, it's a box tick, right?
Yeah, it's in Lightyear. It's in
Yeah,
Doctor Strange. It's in what's another one? You just said Strange World. It's in another one. It's all Disney and it's all ticking that gay box.
Yeah.
Got to tick that gay box. I don't have a problem with gay people, but it's
yeah,
obvious that it's part of an agenda. It's come on, everyone, every movie.
yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, but you're okay with it. Just you notice the tick boxing, tick boxing.
Well, yeah, because for me it comes off as disingenuous. It's not like, oh, it's crucial that this character is gay for a plot point. It's like, well, it's 2023.
It's
We
like
need
you're waiting for it. Like, oh, there
okay,
it
who's
is.
the gay character in this one?
Yeah.
It's not driving the plot. It's not crucial to the plot. It's just, hey, we got to have gay characters.
Did Wakanda have some of that going on?
No, but you know Wakanda. It's just it's more the race.
Wakanda.
You know Wakanda. You know Suri. She's always calling what's his name colonizer. That's
Really?
yeah.
Like she's saying a lot of like
Well,
to
it's
who?
that's to the agent. What's his name? The Hobbit.
Really?
Hmm.
So it seems like they had a hostile.
No, but they're friends. So it's almost like just like oh colonizer.
Oh, I see.
But that was I mean that was her line in the first one too. So I think more so with Wakanda, it's race. Yeah, because like even in the first Black Panther, right? Killmonger's mission was to take all the exploited Africans around the world and arm them up to take down the colonizers.
I see.
So that's their it's the for them it's race.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I'm just curious. I mean, it's I'm fine with representation and everything. I mean, just I heard news about like, PlayStation. They have a new controller
Uh-huh.
for like handicapped people
Oh.
because like let's say you're missing an arm or you just don't have the motor skills, like you can't use a regular controller.
Hmm.
They literally have like this it's called the Leonardo or something. I don't know why it's called that, but you can set it up any way you want
Oh.
so you
For
can like for your purpose. There's a lot of
different and that's I think that's great, right?
yeah. It's like hey, it gives more people gaming,
Yeah. I
but
don't see a
I don't
problem.
but for this it's just is like in your face. Is that the whole
Well,
reason or if it's
like
just like
like I
you have an
said,
agenda? Is
yeah,
it like
like I said,
agenda?
it comes from an agenda and it's just so obvious. It's like
But I
you
feel
don't
like
really I don't think like Disney as a corporation really maybe believes in this stuff and it's more so like, hey, this is the times we're living in. We got to conform to the
yeah,
times.
to save our asses, right? Like
Yeah,
so we don't get canceled or
like all the corporations, right?
yeah. Like during the whole Black Lives Matter, they were all like, "Hey, look at our black films.
Yeah,
We have advertisement everywhere showing our support."
yeah. It's just a new way to make something more. They're commercializing it. It's commercialization of movements.
Yeah. Um, my worry is like I told you about, and maybe her whole generation. If you even think like you question this, you just get labeled.
Yeah. Oh
You're
no, no,
homophobic.
definitely, definitely.
Just us like complaining about it. It's already getting people
And
heated, probably.
dude, we're not even really complaining. We're just making an
No, I'm not.
observation.
I'm not complaining.
We're not.
You
We're
can
just
have
making an
as
observation.
much as you want. It's just it's there.
It's
Like
just
how
it is
Dave
interesting.
Chappelle.
I mean, it is interesting because like the
And it's not
difference
even
between
surprising. I feel like
yeah,
this is the same old show we always do. I talk
exactly.
about
Episode 117, man. 117? Is this 117?
I don't know anymore.
Might
I
be
think
118.
118. Yeah, I think it's 118. But we've been probably mentioning this episode 7. Like, were we complaining of this when
Yeah,
pandemic
because it,
started?
like we said,
No.
it's just no, I guess during the beginning of COVID, we were just complaining about COVID.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it started around the weightlifter. I feel like we started talking about it a lot.
Weightlifter.
The really
The
big
weightlifter?
weightlifter lady.
Mhm.
And then it became the swimmer
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I mean, it's just current events. This is just we're living in 2020 whatever, and we're just looking around and seeing, huh, the world's changing around us.
We are just observers. I'm just being an observer. And if you notice it now, because we brought it to your attention, that's
Hey,
then you're out of the matrix.
yeah,
But it's not like I want reform and I don't want to see this. I just
yeah,
want you to know that I know.
yeah. I know what's going on. I know what you're trying to do.
And maybe one day it will teeter and we're like, okay, we get it already. But right now it's
I
a
feel
hot.
like I get it already.
I've submitted, okay? I get it. You're represented. Like, who else needs representation? Maybe we need like
Well,
blind people actors. We got deaf people doing deaf things. We need some blind people.
well,
You know what I
so
mean?
like, are people mad that Daredevil isn't really a blind guy?
Hey, we should bring that up to their attention. I'm serious. We should let Marvel know. Next
Hey, what
time,
the hell is this? Get Charlie Cox out of here. He ain't blind.
and then they'd be like, "Hey, we have a blind guy for these roles, but when it comes to the stunts, we need someone with eyes." You know what I mean?
They're gonna lose too many blind actors.
Yeah,
Are there even blind actors? I'm sure there are.
there's gotta be,
It's gotta
right?
I think.
You know how like I just tell you if someone that's missing an arm but loves games wants a game now they have an option like I don't know why you can't chase for that as a blind person to act or
Yeah.
anything. Maybe you could be a voice actor instead, right? That's a good starting point. Be a good video
Mhm.
game voice actor,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then work your way to being on The Walking Dead or something. Then you're in the movies. All right, sir. I want you to walk this way. Do the
Which
little
way?
handle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Um representation. I'm okay with it.
Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Christmas and then
It's cool, man. I love it, dude. I love it. This is my favorite way to do
so
it.
so Christmas. How did we get oh wait. Yeah, so your
The
Christmas you
different
still have
movies. You said
oh
the
we're talking about
movie
Christmas movies.
yeah, and just the Disney's gay agenda.
Sorry, dude.
Disney.
It's just I was just like, well, it's like I'm seeing a play in front of me where
Yeah,
I'm
'cause it's
noticing
just
things
so obvious. That's all I'm
and then
saying.
I'm
That's all we're
noticing my
saying.
family talking about it and their point
Yeah,
of views, and I'm just like, oh,
because you gotta admit, like, it's a changing of the guard. That's what it feels like.
hmm.
Times have changed. We're millennials. We had our time. Now these Gen Z kids are coming in and
Mhm.
having their own,
So, how's Netflix
mindsets.
doing? How's Netflix doing with the whole representation? I don't ever. I
I
don't know if I think about it as much as I do with Disney
on Netflix.
when I watch a
Well,
Disney thing.
I feel like Netflix had like their categories, right? Like they're
I mean, they
they're
had
uh
yeah.
like there was drama because they put Dahmer under like LGBT movies, and
Oh,
the
really?
LGBTQ people were like, "Hey, we
No.
don't want Dahmer."
Interesting.
So I think they do like categories like that,
Hmm.
like black black movies and LGBT movies and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But as far as like Netflix originals, I can't think of anything in particular that felt
I
agenda.
I'm watching The Crown, so I'm thinking right now, like, it's just not in the historical like, no one's gay in this historical this
Mhm.
whatever story they're saying, there's,
And if
like, no
you're
one
gay, you
that
gotta
needed
hide.
to talk about
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Stranger Things. Stranger Things
Oh,
touched
was
on
there
gay.
something? Okay.
Oh, you never watched the new ones. Okay. I'm not gonna talk
Oh, it's
about it
okay.
then.
Is it,
One of the characters is gay.
the main one? Did
It
they make the main
is do you care if I tell you which character is gay?
I mean, does it ruin the plot?
Not really. It's just like
You just
it's just
out of
a
left
subplot.
field, like,
It's a subplot.
"Whoa."
No, I
Is it
mean, I could see
is
it.
it,
I could see
is it the former bully guy? Is he gay?
no.
Oh, okay.
No. So wait, are you 2 seasons behind?
I've seen, the second one. Maybe the last one was the one with the mall, and they were working at the mall.
So that
So
was last season.
I've
You're
already
1
seen,
season
like,
behind.
the
Well,
body
you
snatcher
saw the one with the ball with and you saw the end of that season, right? You must have just
yeah.
forgot then
Was it someone gay? I
that the
forgot.
bully guy. No, no. They didn't do anything gay in that season. It was the new season.
Mhm.
The new season, what's his name? Winona Ryder's son. What's his
Oh,
name?
he's
The
gay?
one that was in the
The
Upside
lost
Down.
one? Will! No.
Yeah, Will.
Will!
Will. I think Will. But
Will!
he has a crush on one of his friends.
Oh, man. And I already know it's the black one, right? It's gotta be the
No,
black one.
no, it's not. It's
Oh, it's
what's
not?
his name? It's the tall, lanky guy.
Oh, okay,
Elle's boyfriend.
from It
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff?
yeah. He has a crush on him,
Oh, is this a love
and
triangle now?
he's no, because he doesn't act on it, but he's just always like, "Oh, I feel so bad
But
for
it's
Mike.
heart
He's
oh,
stealing. I I love
my
him."
heart flutters when I'm around him. Oh.
Yeah, and his brother knows, right? So his brother talks to him. Yeah, it's just like, "Hey, it's okay, man. I love you no matter what."
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I felt like I didn't have a problem with that.
Was that, like,
Like,
earned? Like, it was okay, like, but it's
well,
not
yeah,
like
because it was a subtle subplot that they played out through the whole season. They like dropped hints, and it just became more and more obvious. And the brother talked to him at the end, telling him that he loves him no matter
mm,
what. So I mean, I didn't have a
well,
problem with that subplot.
yeah. Also, like, he didn't have much, like, of a role other than being missing in the first one. Second one,
Yeah,
I
they
don't like, he didn't
they
have much
did.
of a role in the whole thing,
They don't
so
have much for
let's
him.
do something.
He's
Let's
he
get
was
some
always
interest.
like, "You're the kid that was
Stolen.
missing the whole
He's
first
always
season."
getting stolen or something. Something keeps snatching
Didn't
him.
Yeah. So we don't really have much for you, so I guess we'll
Yeah,
just give you the gay subplot.
and you don't re you're not really with the main crew, like, you're always doing your own scenes, so
Yeah.
you're not really
Yeah.
friends with these guys.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have enough
He's just kind
on-time
of like,
chemistry, you know?
yeah. It's kinda like the Hangover movies with, what's his name? He's never part of it. The guy that was the guy that they were looking for.
McLovin? McLovin?
Wait, what did I say? Did I say Superbad?
Oh, my bad, Hangover. Oh, yeah,
Hangover.
sorry, for some reason I thought about Superbad.
Um,
But I know what you mean, the National Treasure fucker, that guy, he's
yeah,
from
yeah.
National Treasure.
Right, because he's never part of the crew.
Yeah.
So, he's always the
So
one
in the other one,
missing or
he's like
kidnapped.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
It's like,
because he doesn't join them.
we got our yeah, we got our chemistry, we don't need you coming in and messing everything up.
Yeah.
So we'll write a plot where you're not gonna be part of it.
Also,
I think
maybe
it was
he's not
Will too, right?
that. I don't think he's that fun. Like, he's not a funny guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know.
like the not straight man as in not being homosexual, but like, the straight lace guy.
Yeah. Because National Treasure, he was like, "Oh, I'm this guy. Like, I'm hungry." Like, he had a
Yeah.
scene where
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"I'm hungry."
Yeah.
he,
He's like,
he was
he's like
he was kind of he's not the best character. He was fine for that role. I liked him in
mhm.
that role,
That's what he plays, right? He
but
plays the kinda
I can't see him as a
nerdy, like,
hangover.
"Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not a rule breaker."
I just can't see him as a hangover cast, right? He just doesn't
Yeah,
have
he's
that.
not down with the craziness of the wolf pack, blood packs.
Dude, it's been a while since I've watched. Did they cut their hand in a movie? Was that one of the other
What's his name?
movies?
Galifianakis did. I was in a wolf pack of one, and he wanted the during the toast, he like cuts his hand, and they're like, "Whoa, what the fuck are you doing?"
I thought they all did it. I was like, wait, I don't remember
No,
that.
he wanted to do it, and they're all just like, "You're crazy, man."
Was that in the first movie?
Yeah, the first one when they were on the roof
Hmm.
doing their like pre-night out
Isn't
ritual.
it funny how like spoiler alert if anyone didn't watch like you know it was they finally warmed up to Zach Galifianakis and
Hmm.
then you realize he's the cause of I roofied
Yeah, it's
all
his
you
fault. It was
fuckers.
all your fault, you asshole.
I just wanted to have a fun time with you guys. Like, jeez,
Oh,
man. How do
that
you even
movie.
like own that? What do you do with that in your spare time, you perv?
Well, didn't he get it? He bought it from the other
Oh,
guy,
I don't know.
the black
So you know the
black.
plot better.
Yeah, he bought it
So
from because remember they.
it was by accident. Like he didn't purposely want a roofie.
No, I think he did, but he bought the. I don't know, man. I can't remember now that you're asking me about
I
it.
thought
I
he
can't really
I
remember.
thought he wanted to. I don't
Maybe
know.
he knew. I think he knew. It's like
But
I
the
thought it'd be
second
fun.
time, he's like, "I did it again. I did it on
Yeah,
purpose
and
this
then we're
time."
just as an audience have to be like, yeah, he's
Ah,
stupid enough to do it again.
yeah. Did it catch the flame the second time for you?
It was the second time. It was still good, right? Not as good as the first, obviously,
The
but
third one just had
and third one,
right.
it's like, I'm done. I'm
Were
sorry,
we
and that's
done
why
with
they
that?
never made a fourth one.
Were we done with that kind of humor? Like as a society, like we
Society?
just started as a I guess
Well, what year did the
everyone
third one
growing.
come out?
I'm guessing they were like do you think they just um kept them rolling or did they take some time off? We got to do them while
Well,
the
okay,
iron's
so
hot.
the first one came out in 2009,
Okay.
and that was like the edge, right? The second one came out in 2011, so that 2 years, right? So they did strike while the iron was hot,
Okay.
and the third one came out 2013. So they did. They like
Hmm.
went from one to the next. They like jumped right in to filming, right? The 2 year turnaround.
Hmm. Do you think it's we were just tired of that specific type of movie
Well, it's just the
or
plot.
that type of comedy? Were we
I think
getting
the
tired
plot
of
was tired, and then I think that was about the time when then the woke stuff started happening, and like right after that, because I feel
yeah,
like 2015, 2016 is when things started changing, and now we're
thing-
in where we are
things
now.
started changing?
It did, dude. It's true. That's when I first heard about like social justice warriors and all that. Yeah, because
Hmm.
South Park with PC principle and all that stuff.
Hmm. It's crazy how things just change, huh?
Quick, just like
Yeah.
that.
I feel like yeah, one day you're watching South Park, maybe you're watching like The Daily Show
Mhm.
or something, and the next thing you know, like I don't watch South Park. And
Mhm.
what's up with the Daily Show these days? Is it still Trevor Noah?
I think he's leaving, and
Oh, okay.
I don't know who's gonna take over. But I haven't been watching I've never
I
really
feel
watched the
like is
Daily.
that still a relevant way of communication with other
I think
I
some
mean,
people watch it.
yeah. But I don't I feel like I don't use that type of
It's antiquated. We're in the podcast crowd, but there is a
yeah.
crowd that watches that and like
And then
John Oliver
yeah,
and whatever else.
yeah. There's like
All these
a
late night
good
shows.
steady number, but it's never gonna be like
Mhm.
increased. Like, oh yeah, we're going back to this type of show
Yeah.
because I
No,
want to
man.
watch it. No, we're
Who
done,
wants to
dude.
watch like, 40 minutes of
Fif-
content with 20 minutes of commercials?
Yeah, and it's like 5
'Cause
minutes
that's
of
what it
talking.
was.
We'll be right back, and then
Mhm.
they talk, and it's just
On to the
about
next.
the movie they did or something funny about their life,
Mhm.
but it's not about the nitty gritty. Like, I don't
No.
know. It's fun, like
It's not a 3-hour conversation. Yeah.
When Joe Rogan did like Robert Downey Jr. Like, ooh, I get to get in the mind of what
Mhm.
Robert is,
Yeah, you get
and
to
the
really,
way he
like
talks and
yeah,
mannerisms.
unedited, what's he like? Just hearing him talk and tell stories and give his opinion on different things. It's interesting. I think that's why podcasts have taken off the way they have
Same
because
thing
it's
with
real.
us, right? I think
Real.
people see us in a way, which is weird.
Yeah, whoever listens to us, if they know who we are outside of podcast, then yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I don't really think about it. So Christmas, huh?
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah, that was Christmas.
so so back to Christmas.
I think we've talked about Christmas. I don't know. I do you have anything else Christmassy?
No, I mean, I had a good Christmas. Christmas is fine.
Oh,
Uh,
thanks for the fucking football, dude.
yeah, you got a wall for it right there. Ah, just
The
give it a little
bounce
throw.
back football. But this one was like it's not a Nerf one. This one was like a legit
Oh
football that
shit!
they cut the end off. And did you look at it before you sent it?
No, yeah, I saw it, but I didn't
It was like
realize that you had a foam one. I didn't
yeah,
realize
it was
it.
a foam Nerf one. Then this one is like it's a real football that they chop the end off and put
Oh
a
man,
flat part on. So I'm like, "Huh,
yeah,
this is like the grown-up version of what I had as a kid."
nice. Well, if you
Yeah.
ever have a wall and you want to throw it, and you have someone else grab it for you.
Well, maybe I'll
Yeah,
have someone else that I need to show how to throw and catch soon. So we'll see.
yeah, you never know, right?
Yeah, you never know.
All right. Well, man, how was your New Year's?
New Year's was good. So I don't know if you remember last New Year's we were supposed to go see a stand-up show and
Oh,
it
is it
was
the Tom?
canceled.
We're
Tom
talking Tom.
Segura. So it finally
Nice,
happened. We saw Tom Segura on New Year's Eve,
nice. How was
and it
that
actually
guy?
happened. It was good. And I thought it was canceled last year because of COVID, but apparently his dad had passed away 2 days before New Year's Eve
Oh,
last year, and that's why it was canceled.
dang. You
But
think you would have heard of that on his social
yeah,
platform,
I had no
right?
idea until we were at the show and he said why he had to cancel it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Maybe I don't know. He's private when it comes to like nothing that's funny in his life. Like
I
I'm not
guess
gonna
so.
tell anyone. This
Yeah,
is
because
I
I
want to present. I'm always this kind of guy when I'm doing
mhm.
comedy.
Yeah,
Like
I
I don't
that was the first time I heard of it, and that was like exactly a year later.
because you were telling me you were going up some stairs or something, and someone was like, "You here for Tom?" Yeah, it's
Yeah,
canceled. Right? You said something like
yeah,
that.
we parked yeah, the parking garage right next to the theater. We parked, we're like, there's no other cars here, that's weird."
Yeah. And I
But
remember you
whatever, and
telling
then
me you were looking at it and it was, you know, canceled. And
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
and I'm sure you would have like at least look at what's Tom doing or something or I don't know how
Yeah, and there
you
was
find
no
his Instagram or something,
yeah, I looked at all that, and there was
and
nothing.
it didn't mention anything
But
about,
it makes
"Hey,
sense
my dad."
because, like, yeah, he's grieving,
Yeah,
right? His dad literally just died. I mean, I feel like it's pretty normal to not really, like, share that with the world because it's a personal family thing.
yeah. And also,
So
you just don't wanna communicate when you're like, "I don't even wanna talk to anyone," like, that type of
mhm,
thing. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
makes
so
sense.
yeah, totally makes sense.
Dang.
But the show went on this
Mystery
year,
show. Hmm. Did
and
he, anything special? Anything
he looked
fun?
he looked
Surprising?
good, man. I
Like,
mean,
lost a
like,
lot of weight and stuff?
he lost a lot of weight, he wore a suit, he looked good. We
Good
were we
for
were in
him.
the sixth row. There were some
Oh,
instances where it's like, "Oh, he's looking at us."
and you're like
Uh,
you instead probably, like,
laughing.
smiling, "Ha ha ha ha, don't call on us, huh, what do we do?
Yeah. Luckily,
My
he
name's
only,
Miguel."
did one crowd work thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
"Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Tom." But, he only did one crowd work thing, so that was good, and
Mhm.
she was in the front row, and it was because she had like, a teddy bear backpack in her lap. So, he was like,
He had to
"What's
bring it
going on
up.
here?" Yeah, he's like, What's going on here? What's this all about?"
He probably, like, saw it right away, it's like, "I'll
Yeah, and it
save
was
that one.
distracting him,
I
like
I'll save that when I need, like, something to, like,
yeah.
transition to the next
Yeah,
segment."
yeah. Yeah, because that
Like,
was
maybe you're done
literally
talking and you're like,
the only
"What is that?" Yeah.
yeah, that's
And
exactly what he
maybe
did.
it
He's like,
leads
"Yeah."
yeah, maybe it leads to, like, "This reminds me when I saw a bear," or I
Well,
don't
he
know.
asked her what it
Just
was,
assuming.
and then, she said what it was, and I guess it was her boyfriend got it for her for, when they went to Tahoe or something,
Yeah.
and Tom was like, "Oh, so what did your parents say when you brought this howly shit home?"
Holy shit.
And everybody was laughing. Ugh.
Why was she Hawaiian? Like, Hawaiian look?
She looked I only saw the
Or
back of her
local?
head,
Oh, okay.
so I'm
Yeah,
maybe
yeah, that's true.
Filipino, maybe I don't know what she was, it couldn't tell.
Hmm.
But, I
Did he say
forgot
howly, like, funny, or did he
yeah,
say it,
like,
like,
funny,
ac
like, jokey, right? "Oh, so what'd your parents say when you brought this howly shit home?"
no, but, like, the way he said howly, did it sound correct, I meant?
Yeah,
Or
well,
was
like
it, like, funny sounding? Howle or something.
no, no, he actually yeah, not like Hawaiian proper "haole," but,
Howle.
like "howly." Yeah, so
How
he the
howle.
way most people say it in proper pronunciation, but
Howle.
not like the awkward, like, "Mahalo."
Mahalo.
But he did mess up
Ako
mahalo.
ako.
I did notice that. He said mahalo for everybody, like, clapping when he came out, and then he mixed it up with aloha as being like hello and goodbye and shit.
Oh,
But
really?
it's all good, man.
Oh,
I
he
don't give a
he
fuck.
came in saying, "Mahalo."
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, because that sounds
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. So
"Aloha," and then when you
he
leave, "Mahalo," or
he messed that part up, but that's all good. But oh, so like he asked the girl like I think he asked her like, "So what's up with this guy? Whatever, whatever." And
mm,
she said she whispered in his ear because she didn't want to say it into the mic, and then he said what she said, and he
yeah.
was like, "Ah, so that's why you like him. He fucks like a horse." And she
And
was all like,
that's probably not what she said, huh?
"I don't
Or is it?
know. It's
Because
I
that'd
don't
be
know because
funny, like,
she didn't
whisper
say it
like,
into the
"He's
mic."
he's a really nice
He
guy."
fucks
Like,
like a horse. And it was kind of it was funny maybe because it was kind of like a callback to the opening act because he was talking about Duolingo and how he was studying French and they kept talking about horses like I am a horse. Are you a horse? So who
do they really
knows?
have that? That's
Yeah,
funny.
that's what he
Yeah.
said. I don't know. I didn't study
Maybe
French
it's
though.
exaggerated, but I don't remember because we did Duolingo. I don't remember, like, something
Horse.
like that. like a horse.
Well, I know that they do focus on certain phrases a lot, right?
Yeah. Where's my passport? Do you remember that story one? Oh, my passport.
Mm.
It
Mm-hmm.
was the
Fucking
Brazilian,
stories.
the
Yeah,
Portuguese one.
Portuguese.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking
Fucking
about it, I like
Duolingo.
mahalo sounds more like a thank you. I never
It is
like I
thank
don't.
you.
Isn't mahalo like aloha too
No,
together?
mahalo is thank you.
Oh, for some
It's
reason I
literally
thought
just thank you.
mahalo was the same thing as hello goodbye.
Oh, you're just like Tom Segura then.
Oh, okay, wait. Aloha is hello or
Hello,
goodbye.
goodbye.
Okay.
Hello,
Mahalo is
goodbye,
its own
love
thing. Got it, got it.
is
For
it's
some
just
reason I
thank
thought
you.
mahalo was a part of the aloha. Like, but I
Well, it's
never
just
used.
two.
I just had
I think
yeah.
it's just two common Hawaiian words that all tourists are exposed to.
Hmm, yeah. I'm a
Mahalo,
tourist now. I'm getting confused. I'm losing
mahalo.
my root.
Well, hey man, you've been gone so
Yeah,
long. I don't blame
yeah.
you. Now you're
Kaka'ako.
what do the Texans say? Good day, good day.
It's
What do they say?
I don't
Howdy,
really
howdy,
notice.
howdy. Do they say howdy?
No, not
They
as much as you
don't.
think.
Well, people,
Mhm.
people don't
Maybe
say
I hear
aloha.
a y'alls here or there, but
Y'alls,
like,
a lot of y'alls. Huh?
but it's not as much as I thought I would hear. It sounds really like normal American. Like
Hmm.
I don't know. I think we're
Just
so
regular ass people, man.
they sound like normal people.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard to explain,
they're,
dude.
they're normal, man. They're just like
Yeah, they're
anybody else.
super. Yeah, it's probably like the Canadians. Like they probably sound pretty normal too. Like the boot.
Mm,
They
yeah, but
probably they got teased so much about it. Like I'm not saying it anymore.
they, but then certain words. I think certain words it still comes out.
Yeah. You think Ryan Reynolds still has some of that?
Nah, he's fully acclimated. I
Mm,
forget he's Canadian.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because I feel
but
like I'm fully, but when I come back home and I hear everyone speaking pigeon, I go
mm,
back to it. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. And I get
yeah,
teased
because
by
you
Stefan
can't be
because I'm fucking
you can't
rusty.
can't be talking pigeon over in Texas. They'll be like, "What the fuck? Where you from, man?"
Yeah. I I haven't played like Hawaiian music in front of anyone here, but I'd wonder what they would think of. What is this? I'm sure they know like traditional Hawaiian, but like I
Mhm.
don't know, Hawaiian reggae. I don't think a lot of people listen to
Yeah,
that.
but
Do
it's
you?
similar to reggae, so they'll just be like, "Oh, I never heard that reggae music before.
That's true.
Who
It's
is
probably like
this?" Right? They'd know
it's
what
probably
it
like country
is.
to me. Like this is
Mhm.
like top country, but to me it's
Yeah,
just country.
this is modern country. This is
Yeah,
classic country.
yeah.
Yeah, because I
To
feel like
me,
modern country is.
it's all country Chinese. To me,
I was just gonna say, I think like modern country has a lot of hip hop influence in it, with more like
Mm,
bass lines and like the spoken word is a little more closer to rap.
mhm.
At least that's my observation.
Like the Tennessee whiskey song. Dum, 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 dum.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
that
yeah.
song?
But there's some that are even more, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
yeah,
more country.
even more.
Yeah.
But back to New Year's.
Back
um,
to New Year's.
back to New Year's. Tom was great. Show was awesome. We did the early show, so we got out of there. The show was done like before 9. But then because the garage was like old school, dude, we were
You have to
sitting
wait
trying to get out of the parking in the garage for like
for an
half an hour,
hour? Half an hour?
like half an hour,
Mm.
just gridlock because there was only one exit and everybody had to scan their ticket or either pay. So only one car could leave at a time. And then there was
Would it
people
have
trying to get in for the second show, so that even made it worse. And I felt bad for them because they're like stuck trying to park
mm.
to get to the second show.
Would it have been
What were you
better
gonna say?
to no, would it have been better to, like,
Park
walk
somewhere
around
else?
first? Or no, just, like, wait until it dies down, grab a drink or
We didn't
something?
know. We didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Right? If we knew, we could have killed that half an hour. But
But then don't
did
stay out too late, and then,
yeah.
like, the late show comes, and you're fighting with them.
Yeah, because our mission was to get home before midnight to watch the fireworks.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah,
It's New Year's.
fucking dude, the ever it's like the annual struggle of people doing their aerial fireworks and the cops all like trying to shut them down
You
and
could see the cop
just the
cars
news.
everywhere trying to
Oh, dude, I saw them on patrol. Steph and I were both like glad that when we went to the show, we were totally sober. We didn't drink or nothing until we got home because there was a
why
lot of
was
cops out.
DUI checks and everything.
No DUI checks, but there was a shit ton of cops out. So if I did anything, kind of,
Illegal.
you know, illegal, some kind of, if I was speeding or maybe making lane changes without the signal, like, open yourself up to getting pulled over. So
Get it.
yeah, I was a good boy on Christmas Eve until we got home
Good boy.
or New Year's Eve.
Nice. And then, yeah, you look like you had a good view from your apartment.
Yeah,
See all the
pretty
fireworks.
decent. I mean, it wasn't Waipahu or Waianae, but Kalihi represented pretty decent.
Kalihi.
They did
K-Town.
all right. I would say they were probably
You're
third
proud. You're like
behind.
you're proud that you're
Like
rebels and stuff.
I was like, good.
Yeah,
You're giving me a good
because
view from here in Salt
we're
Lake.
enjoying it, right? It's a free
Yeah, yeah, it's a free show.
fireworks
So
show.
like, it's like a
Get your
double-edged
wine
sword.
glass and
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we did, and all our neighbors did the same thing. Everybody's just out there in the hallway watching the show.
But if you had your own home and you lived next to some punk ass motherfuckers doing that, you'd be like, "Damn kids!"
Yeah, I mean, I do understand why it's illegal
Yeah.
because there was, several reports of fires caused by the aerials and a lot of injuries, and I get it. I
Shit
understand why
happens.
it's illegal. Yeah, but
Sometimes
hey,
your
I'm
firework goes down, hits a
I'm at a
window.
safe distance, and I'm not the
Maybe
one.
there might be a
Yeah,
bottle rocket heading your way.
no, dude. Actually, a couple houses like
Hey, you
down,
fucker!
and they explode. When they explode, it's like almost at our level. It's like whoa. So I could
And
see
if
it.
it
I
just
could see it
angled
happening.
just a
Yeah,
little,
duck for cover. It's a risk, but
it's a
life's a
risk we're
risk.
willing to take.
Yeah, and I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just watching the show. I'm not the one that bought the illegal fireworks
I
and
know
set
what you're
them off.
thinking. I know what you're thinking. Won't that just shed some light on the penises? But that's the risk we're gonna have to take.
I know what you're thinking.
The Office reference, everyone.
Mhm.
But yeah, my New Year's was pretty good. Just chilled out.
Yeah,
My
what's a
parents
Texas
went.
New Year's like?
There's a lot of people doing fireworks and stuff. Yeah, it's
Oh, people do
yeah, it's legal
aerials,
here in our county at least.
aerials, and all that.
Yeah, they have like
Oh
fireworks
man,
stands like everywhere. Like,
damn,
and
fucking
we did
Texas, man.
we did big aerials last year, but like we were just doing like little poppies and spinnies and
Yeah, yeah.
flares
So
and
just
stuff.
at the house, you guys had a
Yeah.
family gathering.
Tina's house. Tina's house.
Oh, Tina's house. Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Had a couple drinks and just stayed up, played Rummy Q. Have you played Rummy Q?
Rummy Cube.
Or
No,
have
what
you
is
played
that?
Rummy? Rummy?
In the past, I forgot how it's played, but yeah, in the past.
It's like Rummy, but with little tiles kind of
Hmm.
thing. And you're trying to get like 3 in a
Oh.
row or a
Mhm.
run, like a 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of
Okay,
deal.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. Had fun. Then we've been playing Uno.
Interesting.
We played
Oh.
Uno last night actually.
Yeah?
And we were playing the regular way. And I was like, "You guys want to do a wild game?"
Did they know
So
about the different rules, or
no.
you turned them on
And
to it?
my dad, when he likes like something, he doesn't like
He's
to try
like,
new
I don't
things.
want,
He's
I
like,
don't like this shit.
"What is this? Like, I don't want to." It's like, just
But it's
try it.
official Uno. It's official Uno
It's like,
variations.
he's like, "What?" But then when I explained how the
And
sevens,
yeah,
everything, they didn't really understand until
yeah.
people started dropping it down, and
Skip
they're
to my
like,
loop, bitch.
"Oh," like I dropped a zero, and then like, "Oh," like
Everybody
my
switch
mom
hands.
was about to
It's
win, and she's
yeah.
like, "Oh no!" Oh, man.
It makes it more fun though. It
It
really
is.
does make
It's
it more
fun to
fun
be. And
because
then
it's more wild. It's more of a wild game.
my niece was about to win, and I'm like, drop a 7, and I take her
And
cards.
take her cards.
Then
Like,
she takes her
oh
cards back, and then someone else takes her card. I love it.
yeah, because like once you get used to the rules, then you get to, implement
Yeah.
the strategy. But if
And I told
you
them,
came in, yeah,
yeah. What were you saying when
you
you
came
came
in
in?
as the
What?
guy. You came in as the guy that, hey, let me turn you on to how I like to play, and they're all just like disoriented, like I don't know what's going on here.
I had to show them stacking, like +2,
Mm,
+4,
dude,
that kind of shit.
yeah, yeah,
And then
those are fun rules.
we did at first do the keep drawing, but we had so
Oh,
much players that we lost cards. So
you
we could
ran out of
only
cards.
draw. We had to do draw one only, which is
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
But for a flip game, I mean not a flip, but a 7 and a 0 game,
Mhm.
when you have a lot of cards, it's really fun to give someone that because it's
Yeah,
like screw
here you
you.
go.
But then
Oh,
you give them the ammunition because there's
mhm.
like sevens
There's
and
some
zeros in there.
yeah,
There's something in
you're
there.
giving them the power, man. It's a double-edged
Yeah.
sword.
Yep.
Oh, that's fun, man.
Have you played Uno in
In
person
real life?
in a while? In a
No.
while?
No,
You
like,
should.
I can't even
You should buy
imagine,
the
like
pack. It's
I
it's a
will.
fun, yeah, whenever you
I
have
will.
guests over, just have that on your table and like, "Hey, you wanna
Oh,
play a quick game?"
maybe I should buy it before next weekend when we have Andrea and Mikey them over and we'll play Uno.
There you go.
We have Monopoly, but Monopoly,
Ah,
Monopoly, it's such a
but
long game.
Uno is like you can be like, "Ha
Yeah.
ha." There's a lot
Skip
of
skip to my
salting and
loop, bitch.
are you gonna say that to them?
Skip to my loop.
You're like, "Oh, you're so mean, Miguel." That's what
Yeah,
Nate says.
this how I Uno.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, you gonna do the wild right away or just let them do the normal one first?
yeah, maybe start off with the normal and then be like, "Hey, you guys wanna make
You
this
wanna
a little
spice
more
it up?
interesting?
Yeah.
Wanna spice things up a bit?"
You might as well buy the one that has the
Oh,
flip
man.
deck,
Uno flip, dude.
just in case. You
Just
can
in
play the
case.
normal one, and you can play it normal, right?
Yeah, yeah. So they
But
do have a physical deck that has do
it's a
you have
flip.
that deck?
No, I have the regular one.
Mhm. But
But
they
I'm
do
just
have
saying.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there might be cards that are like the flip card that you have to take out, right? So I
I'm
don't
sh
know.
yeah. I'm
Maybe it
sure
changes it.
I'll check Amazon because I do have Amazon gift cards after the holidays,
Hey.
so I don't have to spend my money.
Oh yeah, thanks again for the PlayStation card.
Oh, good.
I'm
Dude,
gonna use it. I
I
hella use it.
so I was looking for actual gifts to give you,
Yeah.
and I scrolled and shopped, and I'm
Like
like, dude,
nothing looks like
I don't know what to get this guy this year.
mm,
So I just settled on a gift card.
it's all good. Put it to good use. Got
I
some
thought so.
games I wanna
You said you got
do.
a PS5.
Yeah,
Figure
I gotta get that library up. Yeah.
give him some PlayStation credits to spend a little money and have a
Yeah.
little fun.
I did start playing God of War.
Mm.
Yeah. I'd love to jump to that segment, unless you want to talk some more about New Year's or
No,
anything.
no,
Yeah.
that's all I had on New
But
Year's.
I gotta use the bathroom. I had some coffee.
Sounds good. Our
Take a little
1 hour break.
1 hour break. All right. See you in a bit.
See you.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, buddy?
Welcome back. Good sir.
Thank you.
So, God of War.
God of War.
This is the second one. And let me say, I was pretty hyped going in, right?
Yeah. I
Pretty
mean,
hyped. Like, it's the first one I think was one of the best games I've played. Like, it's a pretty good game. Like, it's I would say a masterpiece. Like, everything in it was like good story, compelling, like combat type of thing.
Yeah.
Puzzles that didn't annoy the hell out of me or anything like that. Pacing, everything was like solid. It was even a game that I didn't finish right away. I took a
You savored it.
No, I think it's a long, like when you do all the side stuff, you don't I feel like I kind of lingered into another game because maybe another game came out, or I just
okay.
I was getting kind of like I wanted another taste, like
Yeah.
another flavor.
You weren't in any rush to finish.
I wasn't in a rush. I wasn't not enjoying it. I just wanted to change the flavor.
Yeah.
So I put it down for like 3 months or something.
Wow.
But jumped back in and I was like, yeah, they ended it great and everything was really good. For this one, I just I'm not done with it. The story, the beginning was great. The only thing I'm like peeved about is a little bit of the gameplay. Not
what
that
about
you get puzzles in the game where you have to solve things. And let's say his son, who's now not a little kid. In the first one, he was a little kid.
Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing that.
Now he's a teenager. Annoying little teenager, to be honest. Like, I don't know if it's like he doesn't have that kid voice anymore, or did the teens acting like he's not an actor? Like, you're a great kid.
Yeah, I think it's purposeful, right? Like, you punk ass teenager.
I am not in love with this character. And which is okay, but when you're doing a puzzle, like before, like I love to like soak in what I'm looking at. Like, oh, there's so much to see. Like, they freaking, I don't know, they make it so much eye candy. You don't want to do the puzzle right away. You want to stare at this beautiful game,
especially on the PS5, right? I would think.
Yeah, which I feel like the facial graphics, and I think they're using the new Unreal or something. It looks really good.
All the ray tracing and all that shit.
So I'm like, wow, look at this environment. And his son wants to help you with every little thing. Like, hey, do you think that will be useful? Hey, why don't you do this? And like, before I even have a chance to look at what I'm supposed to do, you're like, hey, why don't you use that and this? Like, can you not tell me what to do? Can I figure it out?
What, am I taking too long for you?
And I was thinking, oh, this is a feature in the game. Why don't I turn off hints or something, right? Some games have that.
So was that what it was?
You can't turn off this annoying little teenager. Hey, do you want to do this?
Shut up, you.
And I was like, what the fuck? And there's actually a video about someone, like, I'm not the only one who thought this. It's like the internet has a voice, you know?
So did they not have that kind of thing in the first one?
No, I didn't find the kid annoying at all. Or he didn't tell me a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like
do you think it made it more challenging where some people felt like it was too challenging and possibly that was the complaint?
So this guy actually touches upon when you make a game design, you have people play test a game and you try to understand, do they understand this game, the game mechanics or something, or are they lost?
Is it like intuitive?
So the more expensive way is, all right, we got to redesign this level because they're not understanding this, which costs more money because you have to redesign. Or you can pay audio, you can pay the voice actor for his job to say, hey, why don't you look over there? And that's the route that they did. So it's like they had playtesters, and for a general audience, they have to make sure accessibility. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Make sure that even like little kids can understand how to play this game. So
So, you think
that's
it geared more towards a younger audience than the first one?
no, not that, but they have to appeal to a general wider audience that
Mhm.
might not be savvy. Like
Like you?
when you have certain games, like there's a game called Dark Souls, and they purposely make the game hard, and if you're not good at the game, you won't beat it. So there's like
Okay.
there's an entry like, hey, if you're not a good gamer, you wouldn't like this game. This they're hand holding because they want, they're kind of trying to be like the Marvel of gaming, right? This epic movie you want to
Yeah.
live in.
They want it to have more mass appeal. I can see
Yeah.
that.
So that's the route that they did. They had to have an annoying teenager tell you every little puzzle. So here's a little thing I was talking about. This guy has a great channel. Shout out to Game Maker's Toolkit. He has a lot of good analyzing video game mechanics and stuff like that. It's pretty good.
The new God of War is jam-packed with options, sliders, and toggles. But there's one feature I would love
You
to see.
son of a bitch.
A checkbox that means when I'm solving a puzzle, the other characters just shut up for a second.
Anything from
Son
that
of a
box?
bitch.
What about freezing the guy?
Shut
from under
up!
The wheel?
See what I
Maybe?
mean?
Hey, looks like you stopped the water flow in that trough. There's a brazier to the left of the chest. Maybe you can light it.
Shut
There
up!
should be
Oh
a way
my
to turn the
God.
wheel. No?
Yes.
Yeah, because it
I'm
just
not
gives it away.
exaggerating.
complained that Ragnarok's
I'm not exaggerating, and I had no idea.
chatty NPCs will offer up nagging hints, patronizing reminders, and
Hey, fuck you.
out-and-out solutions. But it's
Let
not
me do
just
it.
God of War.
Yeah.
In games like Psychonauts 2,
Anyways, he goes and explains things like why
Oh,
do
other
they
games.
exist. Here, I'll do this.
For one thing, remember my video on combining multiple genres? Ragnarok is primarily a combat-focused action game, and so the puzzles are just palate-cleansing moments of downtime between the fight scenes to help set the pace. So these hints help you move through the puzzles more quickly to get back to the real gameplay.
The real fun.
Also, recent PlayStation games have been dedicated to accessibility, and these hints can be seen as a way of helping out players with, say, cognitive impairment. But according
See?
to the developers I talked to for this
Now it's
video,
affecting games. Well, representation needs to
Oh.
toggle down my fucking games now.
I see.
But I applaud them for having accessibility, right?
But it should be something you can turn on and turn off.
Exactly. Just because some people need hints doesn't mean I need a fucking hint every fucking
Yeah,
time
because
I'm
then
playing.
it just spoils it for you.
Yeah,
Like, hey, maybe I want to,
it's like playing
ponder
Wordle, and then Wordle just starts answering it for you before you
Right.
typing.
maybe
Oh,
this
it's
letter
not-
here.
What about O? It's like fuck you.
Don't forget. Oh,
the biggest
oh,
reason for their
gee.
existence comes down to playtesting.
Oh, yeah.
At some point in a game's development, it will be handed to a bunch of random players to see how they get on. And one thing that developers are looking for is moments where people get stuck and frustrated. Now, this could happen for many reasons, but on a game like God of War, a common cause is that while a puzzle was simple to figure out when the world looked like a bunch of grey cubes, it's a lot harder to read now that all of the pretty visuals have been put in. Whatever the case, if a lot of people are getting stumped by the exact same bit, then it's probably a good idea to step in and fix things. Often, the best solution is to, well, revise the design, to perhaps tweak the layout, improve
much
the
work.
visual clarity, or change the way the camera frames things.
Too much.
For example, in Metroid Prime, the devs found that testers would often get stuck in rooms that had morph ball tunnels simply because they didn't notice them. So Retro added spotlights over the entrances.
Yeah,
You can
makes
also
sense.
check out the commentary on the Portal games to hear about how levels went through dozens of iterations to help players figure out what to do. So that's often the best solution, but it can be very expensive,
Yeah.
especially when the artists have
Time-consuming.
already finished dolling up the
Time and
level
money.
or the game is getting close to release. So sometimes the right option is to kick the can down to narrative and get the voice actors back in the booth
Hey,
to record some
You want to
hints.
go over here?
This is exactly what Dishonored did. The devs found that players were refusing to go upstairs in the level Lady Boyle's Last Party because the guards told them it was off limits.
No guests past this point.
To help fix this, the devs added voice lines to the guests so they would drop hints about what's on the upper floors. Arcane says, we try not to lead the player by the nose, but at some point we found that if we don't give a little information, people just get lost and don't know what to do.
So just do that. Just give me little things, but just don't have, hey,
Little nibbles.
do you think you could put
Hey, what's
your axe
going on
there?
up there?
Exactly.
What
Anyway,
is that?
So everyone felt this way, even the comments. Let's see. So it's some they tell you how to solve it before you even actually started the puzzle.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
Because it takes the fun out.
Yeah. And also, I don't like feeling like a baby. That's another thing, right?
I'm not a baby.
Handled. But besides that, visuals are pretty badass. I wanted to share with you a little scene. He actually meets Thor. Not the Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, their own Thor.
This Thor, which sounds like Josh Brolin when you hear him, but I think he's the Remember the Titans guy.
Remember the Titans guy?
Yeah. He's a beardy guy too. Do you know what I'm talking about? Here.
Beardy guy.
Remember the Titans?
Strong side.
Let's see.
Coach Coon.
This guy, Ryan Hurst. Ryan Gosling was in this movie? I totally forgot.
Oh yeah, he was Sunshine.
I had to watch that again.
Ryan
and he's all
Hurst.
muscle man, Ethan. Yeah. Yeah, he's
yeah. He was him and the other linebacker.
Yeah.
Strong side.
Oh yeah. Something side.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I think he's the voice. Yeah, it's confirmed. But he sounds like Josh Brolin, like his fucking what's his name? Thanos. He sounds like Thanos, dude.
Like a gravelly voice, right?
Yeah. All right, this is one of the cool scenes in the beginning of the game.
What was that? The ball. Can I come in?
Sounds like Thanos, dude.
He does.
I have need. You would not find me good company. No. I'm sure we'll find lots to talk about.
Almost like a mix of Josh Brolin and Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. But you spent good money on this. Everyone better understand this game, right?
Yeah.
You thought Kratos was big.
I thought so.
He's fucking tiny, dude.
I didn't think Thor was that big. That was
nice place.
I like this part with the weapons.
Yeah.
The stare down. This is like classic, like Inglorious Bastards type of feeling, like a drawn out scene.
Yeah. Very cinematic. What's he gonna say?
Don't let the boy drink.
You could have told me before I poured. Why are you here? Just being polite.
Yeah, I hear
Pretty cool,
the
yeah.
Josh Brolin this.
I just want to show you a little taste of it. So yeah, it's a good game. I love the story moments, but you know the gameplay when the annoying kid tells you stuff, it kicks you out of that
Yeah, because
fantasy because I'm
Mhm.
thinking about how annoying the kid is now.
yeah, just shut
I
up.
can't.
I can
Shut
figure
up,
it out.
dude. Yeah.
I
but-
got this.
Yeah. And when I was playing first God of War, I didn't feel that at all, which is interesting. But I don't know. Also, I did replay the first one, but I put it on very easy mode, so like
Just
I can
get
just
through it.
ram through the. I didn't do any of the side stuff, just so I could see the story. And maybe it's me like fresh playing the first one. I have a lot to compare.
Pair the second one too. That makes sense. It's like,
But
this isn't how the first one was.
yeah, and I was like that, but you can't not notice the kid. That's all.
Yeah.
That was my biggest gripe with the whole game. It's just the kid.
Fucking kid.
Fucking Atreus. Or his
Fucking shit
former
up,
name,
man.
Boy. He'd always call him Boy. Come here,
Just
boy. Boy. He'd always.
But now he calls him by name.
Atreus. Well, that's pretty good. Atreus.
You could be a voice
Why are
actor.
you here? Who are you? Oh wait, that's kind of.
Oh, my throat.
Oh, Yoda.
Yeah, it's getting Yoda-y.
Anywho, yeah, it's God of War, man. So, you have any topics for me? Let's get to some of your listy lists.
I do, dude.
Dude.
I do,
What are
dude.
we doing? Where are we going with this?
So got a little Hawaii thing.
Oh.
Something in the works here.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.
So, what's happening in Hawaii? Is it like
So-
volcano related? Or
Well,
what's going on,
I mean,
volcano? Sorry.
like you say that, yeah, Kilauea just started erupting again,
Oh,
but that's not what I was going to talk about.
okay.
But Hawaii will be replacing its license plate soon and coming out with new ones. They're gonna the rainbow license plate will soon be retired.
I bet they're gonna do King Kamehameha on it, going like this or something, having his hand
It's
up.
possible. I can see
Right?
that. They don't know.
You don't know
You know,
what
it's
it
not
looks like.
confirmed.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
not-
they were like
They're just
presenting a new one right now, telling us.
no. They're just saying that they're planning on retiring the rainbow one and
Oh,
gonna come up with a new one.
dang. Classic. It's a classic one.
Yeah.
You
It
didn't
is a
think
classic.
you'd miss it until it's gone.
Yeah. Now I'm like, oh man,
There.
because that's all we know. And I mean, the rainbow one has been around since 1991, and I
But
didn't even think
are you
about.
retiring rainbows in Hawaii in general because of association with like LGBT or something.
No, I don't think so, because they call the football team the Rainbow Warriors again. So no, it's
Oh.
just they're just what really the real reason is because they're running out of combinations of letters and numbers in the sequence. So I guess the new license plate will have a different sequence.
Oh, so they have to come up with the entirely new design.
I guess it's
I
an
guess.
opportunity to start fresh.
Does Hawaii have like like California has, hey, you can choose 5 different options of license plates if you want. Like it doesn't have to be the standard California one. Because
They
Texas
have
has
yeah, they have like Yeah, I guess you call them maybe like limited or
Yeah,
like
those.
special plates. They have those. They have I think they have 3 of them. They have the Nene Goose, they have Volcano, and they have Voyagers on a on a canoe.
Oh, cool.
Have you seen those before?
I don't think so. Why don't you pop them
Yeah,
up for us?
yeah. Let's see if I can pop them up.
Hmm. Sounds good. Just like that's the last representation of rainbows. I mean, is it still on the helmet?
Not on the helmet, but
Yeah,
they
seems
call
like
them that.
we're hiding our rainbows these days.
I think maybe I don't know.
Save the rainbows! Is there any protests happening?
No, I
Have
don't
it
think so. Because
changed?
there's a news story. Do we want to see the news story first, or do we want to see these
Was it
other
Bill
plates?
Maher? Bill Maher? What's his name?
What about Bill Maher?
The guy.
What guy?
The Hawaiian newscast guy.
Oh, Joe Moore.
Joe Moore. Bill Maher.
Finally tonight. No, I don't know. I like I said, I think the real reason is all right. So this is the one we all know and love.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that Kamehameha one.
Yeah. So I guess this was the one right before the rainbow one,
Okay.
and this is the volcano one that I was mentioning.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah,
I
a
don't
lot of
think I've
people will
seen
get.
that.
Yeah, like I said, it's a special edition one. You pay a little extra, and I guess part of the money goes to the national park.
That's cool.
So yeah, volcano one. Here's the Voyager one I was telling you about.
That's a nice one too. I like that.
Yeah, this is a new one that they just came out with. And
Oh, that
the
yellow
only
one.
other
Is that
that's old,
school?
old. Yeah, that's like
Man,
probably right
that'd be cool
before
if
the
you could I don't know,
yeah, do
make
like
a
the old
retro
plates,
design. If you can make a
right?
retro
As an
design,
option.
because that
I
would
wonder
look
if
nice on a old car, like a vintage car or something.
this must be all the iterations.
Oh, 1961. Are
Yeah.
these? That's not the year, right?
No, I don't know what's going on.
Or is that like someone's license number? 'Cause it
Maybe.
looks kind
And
of
just so happens it's a year.
yeah. Like you didn't have a lot of people, so you just did 4 numbers.
Wow, the Nene one never came up. I guess I
And
gotta search
it's
it.
the only one that doesn't have any letters in that. It's just numbers.
Yeah, that's how little amount of cards there were. Yeah, this is the other one, the Nene one.
That's cool too. I haven't
I
seen
think
those on the road.
the volcano and the Voyager one are, I think, the coolest looking ones.
That would be a nice Yeti wrap. If it was wrapped. You know how
Mm,
they designs? Be a
yeah,
really nice one.
yeah. So yeah, these are the only alternate plates that you can get.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Haleakala and volcanoes.
Let's
And
see if
this
I can
is
still see it. Haleakala. Yep, still got it.
yeah, still got
Haleakala.
it.
Chee!
Still got it. Polynesian voyaging. Yeah, so I think when you get these plates, you pay a little extra and it goes towards the
These
national park or the Polynesian Voyaging Society.
seems like the same artist did all of these.
Yeah, they're nice, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they look good. I've seen them on the road, but I've never, I got plates already. Maybe when I get a new car.
Plates? I don't need this.
Yeah, I got my rainbow going on. Maybe if I get a new car, which I don't know if that'll ever happen.
All right, you can show us that if you want to. Is it something interesting?
They talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's worth.
Let's hear them talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vomit.
Crap. What did I do?
She's still kicking it too. I don't know his name, but I always seen you.
Yeah. What is his name? Huh. How did I do it before where I could still see us?
Oh. Wait, I can see you.
But like, what? Because I'm making it full screen,
Oh,
and
like a
then
new like make it a new window.
it
Did
is
you
a
not?
new window. It is.
And then you're not behind it. You can't see yourself.
No, I guess I don't need to see myself.
All right, I can see
Egotistical
you. I can
bastard.
see you, buddy. I can see us for each other. All right.
All right.
I see you, buddy. I see you, buddy. I can't hear though. What's
Ah,
going on?
shit.
Did
Every
you play
time, man.
window? Did you play a? You have to do the Chrome one, yeah. Maybe that's
Oh,
why.
okay.
Maybe you weren't a Chrome daddy. You gotta be a
Mm,
Chrome daddy.
Chrome Daddy. Chrome tab. That's where I fucked up. I see. I see. I see. Okay. Now it's going to work the way I'm used to it working.
Yeah.
There we go.
There
There we go.
Phased out. Count on our roads and on our vehicles for quite some time now, but now the rainbow plates are about to be phased out.
No.
Replace them? Max Rodriguez finds out.
You don't have to look up to see rainbows all around.
Why do people still
Thousands of
talk like
rainbow
this
lights
and
have
not
been
real?
on the road since 1999.
He's a news guy.
Design,
Talk
now
real.
in
I
their
want to see the
30s
real
and
you.
preparing to
Well,
retire.
I think he's
Last thing you see
Filipino,
the plane,
so he's trying
you
to.
think of Hawaii because of the rainbow.
There is still no clear timeline for when the Hawaii rainbow license plate design will eventually retire, but we're told there's a
he
statewide
talk like that to
effort
his
in its
friends?
infancy stages to
I don't think
decide
so.
a new
Because his
design.
we've seen
The
his
license
accent
number is
change.
nearly going through the alphabet. Plate numbers being issued starting with the W, only leaving X, Y, and Z. This is a process that is just starting. The design change could still be years away, although some wishing some of the previous designs could come back.
Why not? People are gonna spend money.
With the commandment, the helmet, or just the figure, I suppose. Yeah.
Chuck Gardner, owner of Chuck's Corvette Clinic, very familiar with the design changes over the years. He's kept his personalized license plates in his shop for decades.
There's a 69, there's a 76, and an 81.
He has kept Kale as his license plate number ever since the personalized plates started being issued, and will keep it in whichever design comes next, but hopes it will stay Hawaii style.
It has to be, I don't know, you got to complement Hawaiian style, history, whatever.
Whatever.
That's why I was thinking about surfing, because, or canoe, something like that would be, a whole different deal.
The new design would ultimately get input from all counties and states, and likely the public.
It's gonna be haters.
Yeah, hibiscus.
Definitely haters,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't like this new one.
Max Rodriguez.
We're gonna be talking about
AT&T
it.
News,
Yeah.
working for
Hey,
Hawaii.
here's the new
And I'll-
license plate.
Yeah. So, what was I gonna say about this? Oh, when I came to California,
Mm-hmm.
like they told me like, hey, in the when I was putting my California license plate, they were like,
Yeah.
hey, you have to return your license plate. So
Your Hawaii license plate?
they're like, hey, you have to return. I mean, you have to give your old license plate away.
Oh, wow.
So I had to. I'm
Give it-
following rules. I'm new to California. I'm thinking I'm not gonna break any rules, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking I could have got away with it, and no one would come after me because I have
You
an
think?
old license plate.
You
I
think?
think so. I think
But
it's
you
just
did?
something
They say.
they say on a letter, and if you keep it, like they don't have the resources to get someone.
Are they gonna hunt you
Hey,
down?
we need that license plate that you have.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just gonna be old news. You got more bigger fish to fry, right?
Yeah.
But
But I get
I'm
I get it.
sad I don't have my Hawaii
Yeah.
one.
It kind of, especially now that they're discontinuing
I
it.
know.
It's gonna be a
But-
collector's item now.
My dad still has his. He has
Oh, that's
two.
cool.
He has two of the front and back.
The
So
same. Yeah.
I can just take one and be
Take-
like, hey,
Yeah, can I get one?
this is my dad's one, but
Yeah.
I had to give mine's.
Still Hawaii plate.
Yeah. But still good. It's just fucking numbers.
So you're gonna get Texas plate soon?
Yeah, I have to get that going pretty soon.
It is just
Just-
numbers. Like the people that get vanity plates, I don't know. I've never really been into that.
Oh, like Big Daddy one.
Yeah. Ass man.
Kale one. Sorry, Kale. I was just making fun.
Ah, Kala, you fucker.
Oh, I remember. This is an old memory I had, but the name Kale, I've never heard it like in high school, like said. This is regarding like someone in breakdancing.
Hmm.
I think someone was saying, "Hey, you got to meet this person," and he spelt the name on a text. I never heard it out loud, so I was like,
Oh, so what'd you say,
"Oh,
Kale?
I have to meet this person, Kale." So I'm like thinking in my head, oh, so then I'm like, "Hey, do you know who Kale is?" And they're like, "Kale?
Who? Who?
You mean Kale?" Like, oh, that was my lesson. You know,
Yeah.
that was my first lesson.
Ugh,
It's
ugh.
not Kale, it's
You're,
Kale here.
you're
You
not the
know,
only one that messed up. I've heard people say, like Kavika, they say Kawika,
Kawika.
Kawika,
Hmm.
because it's a W.
I don't think I've ever fallen for that. I think I've heard Kavika first,
Hmm.
and maybe
So
if I
then
saw it spelt, I
you're
just
like,
assumed.
Kavika.
Yeah. But if I heard Kale, how would I have spelt that if I didn't see it?
How would you spell it?
Kale.
I mean, it makes
Maybe
sense.
Cale.
If you didn't know it
I
was a
don't know.
Hawaiian name, I think if you
Kale.
know Hawaiian and have familiarity with how things are spelled,
Hmm. Wasn't there a Kale that we used to hang out with?
it was
What's up
Kale
with
Bravo.
Kale Bravo? We used to call him, Johnny Bravo, or we associated him with the.
Yeah, because his last name was Bravo.
Yeah. How's that guy doing?
He's like a bodybuilder guy these days.
Oh shit! Really?
Wait, you don't follow him on social media?
I don't think I do.
Dude,
I
he's
don't think-
like, he's a
Well,
big dude now.
we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna. I don't want to show them off,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
do want to look at it right now.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
peep-
I piqued your
peeped
interest.
me.
Really, because I've been friends with him on Instagram, so it's not a surprise to me.
Oh, I guess I've never seen his profile, and
Dude, he's like
maybe he's never seen mine, or he's seen mine and just didn't care to add me. But
he's
I
like
don't care.
he's a bodybuilder, man. He's a big dude now.
Oh, good shit.
All right, I'll show it to you.
See you, folks, for a little bit. Yeah, we're back, folks. We saw Kale, but
we went, we saw, we
he
conquered.
he's
He's ghosted
he went
social
off the
media.
wall. Off the wall? No, that sounds bad. He
Off
went
the
off the grid.
He's gone.
He's out of the social. So I
He's
saw maybe a 2018 version of him,
maybe,
something like that.
yeah, like close to modern, but not
He was looking pretty good then, but we don't know what he looks like now.
big bodybuilder guy. That's what
Yeah.
he looks like.
Maybe he retired that. Maybe he
You got to find him in the real world.
there's a bodybuilding guy. His name was Mikey Chang or Mike Chang, and he was the owner of the Six Pack Shortcuts on YouTube back in the day.
I feel like
I
I
don't know
heard about
if
that.
you ever watched his videos.
I think I did. That sounds
Alright.
familiar.
He like sold his share of that name or that thing,
Mm-hmm.
and he went off the grid for a while.
Oh,
Let me just show you. Chain Six Pack Shortcuts. One moment. One moment, sir.
no problem, buddy. Six-pack shortcuts. That does sound very familiar.
Yeah. So anyways, do you remember this guy?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
know that guy.
So like he sold his share of that company,
Uh-huh.
and then like someone took over it, and I was like, where did he go? Because I really liked his videos.
Yeah.
And then like a year later, he shows up and like he's like this skinny guy, and he talks
Whoa.
about consciousness and like I don't
Dude,
know.
kind of like that other dude.
So it's kind of like he had enough of like keeping up with the Joneses and stuff.
So do you think he was on some juice,
he probably was? He was probably juicing it and stuff,
right?
you know?
To be that big?
And then he
and then
just
to-
he got tired of it, and he wanted Yeah, he turned into that. He starts
More of a attainable physique.
Yeah, he talks more about spiritual things now and less about like working out.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, but he got his money and got out, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that like that's what I'm saying with Kale. Like, who knows if he's still like that, or if he had
Mm.
another calling and he's just like, I'm done with this life. How did I get to this? Mikey Chang. We were talking
Yeah,
about
Mikey Chang.
Kale. What was
Yeah, yeah.
Kale before that?
Dude, I can't even remember.
Shit. Anywho,
And high or anything.
man. Yeah. You got any more topics, I guess? I
Uh,
have some, but I wanted you to get some under your belt.
all of mine are like movies and movies. And trailers
So,
and whatnot.
can I say one thing? Because I thought it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Do you ever get weird like YouTube ads, like in the top left corner? Like there's like, it's not a video, but it's like an advertisement.
In the top left corner
Yeah.
of you, of like the video?
Yeah, yeah. Here, I'll show you an example. So this is my YouTube. Oh, can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
This one is always an ad here.
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever see one and you're like, what is this?
They're all just like random shit. Yeah.
Have you ever seen one about Lily from AT&T?
No.
I get these Lily ads.
Do you
and
have
it's like,
AT&T?
no, but it's always like, I don't even know if you know who this Lily girl is,
No, I've never heard of her.
but you will once I show you this.
Oh,
But it's
great.
like the lesser known things about the girl from AT&T commercials.
What?
And it shows a cleavage picture of her.
Of course, it's clickbait.
Yeah, and I'm just like, why?
I don't even know who Lily is.
She's the AT&T girl. Here,
I know the Verizon. No.
And I'm just wondering, like,
I only know Jake from State Farm and the progressive lady. And the Can You Hear Me Now guy. Lily, AT&T, never even heard of her. What?
this girl.
Dude, I never even heard of her.
But you know what's funny? Like, I never knew she had like huge bazungas because of
In AT&T.
the way they have it like this. They would really like subtly show it.
Yeah, man.
But she got some bazungas, bro.
They can't be showing off those titties in AT&T commercials.
But now they kind of are.
In the AT&T commercials?
Like, no, like now you can kind of see that she has boobs.
Well,
But
she's showing them.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, like, why when you search her, like, you get like so much booby picture. You don't even have the AT&T stuff.
Because that's what the people want to see.
When you want to look at the Lily from AT&T, you want to just see all these. But
people want to see her titties. That's why they're searching for her.
But I was like, this is what YouTube is showing me. Like, hey, you want to learn about her secret life?
You want to see
and
titties?
I was wondering, do you have any fun things that you see? Did you see that pee-pee? Like, hey, like a little toy that was like.
Yeah, I showed that to you when we
were watching it together, right?
Yeah, and it was like, what the fuck is this thing?
Keep seeing it.
You keep seeing it?
I saw it 3 times. Like,
I think I've only seen it.
It's like, what the
I think I've only seen it that one time.
And I don't know, like, I don't want to buy it, but this thing creeps me out.
Yeah, like what the hell is it? I don't even know what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been getting that Lily. Like, oh, don't you want to learn about Lily? But now she's in your RES. So if you ever see an AT&T commercial, you know she's hiding something behind.
She's got those sweater puppies under there.
As what is it Michael Scott would say? Sugar boobs. Sugar boobs. Yeah. Let's see.
It's almighty.
Did he do something with boobs?
I think so. I thought it was Bruce Almighty.
Did he make like?
Oh no, it was Liar Liar.
Oh,
'Cause he had
liar,
to tell the
liar.
truth.
Oh
And
man,
he went in and took the baby's spot.
he did.
Yeah, I think so. He was sucking on our booth. I think that's what happened. Or
Do you
was it
think
me,
he,
myself, and Irene? I can't remember.
dude? That sounds like Me, Myself, and Irene.
Yeah, I
Because
think
that
you're
was a
right.
raunchy ass movie.
Yeah. I think you're right.
I don't think a family movie like Bruce Almighty. There was one where he made the lady's skirt. And I'm like,
Yeah. I think
but
you're right.
that
It
was
was me,
risque
myself, and
for
Irene.
yeah. Me and Myself, Irene had that piss scene where he's like, oh, why is my pee like I had sex or something? Right?
Yeah, you're right. The dildo and whatever
Yeah.
else.
Did you watch anything recently?
I did. I watched a bunch of stuff recently.
Was there
Yeah.
any that had involving an onion by any chance?
Yeah, that was the first one I was gonna bring up.
I watched it too.
I know you
I
watched it too.
How?
Oh, I saw Janice's story about that one line or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she
Something about a
posted it
line
in the
in the
movie.
movie?
Yeah.
Was it a critical line? Because I'm blanking on the
I
what
think
she
it was.
said.
I can't remember what it was. It had something to do with, I don't know, society or some shit.
Oh, okay. But it was a reference to the.
Yeah, it was literally a clip from the movie. So
Oh, nice.
I knew that you watched it.
Cool. social guy over here. I know
things.
everything. I know too. I know a lot. But I'll leave it at that. He's got eyes, people. Watch out.
He's got those peepers.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. Actually,
It was
I actually enjoyed it more than the first one.
Really? I was gonna say the opposite.
Oh,
I
I
feel
think
the
because
opposite.
I didn't have a big. I don't know. I wasn't driving the first time I watched Knives Out. I don't know. I think if I watched it now, I'd have a better appreciation. But then I know, I know how it goes. But
Yeah.
I might catch things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like the first one for me felt like a stronger movie.
Uh-oh. Was it out in theaters?
This one, Glass
No,
Onion.
the other one.
The first one, yeah. The first one was theatrical.
Yeah. This one didn't think like it had a theatrical budget, but it did the job.
Yeah, and for like a murder mystery, I don't think you need, the biggest budget. And I felt like they didn't skimp because look at the cast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't skimp with the
Yeah.
cast.
No, there was like a lot of big names in that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a good time watching it.
Yeah, it was enjoyable.
Every time I'm like, I think it's her. It's her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, maybe not. It's really her.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, oh, in the end, there's so much like you don't know,
Yeah.
which is fine. It's cool. It's not like you're trying to trick me or anything, but
Yeah.
it's kind of cool to it is like you're kind of peeling back the onion of the
The
story.
onion. Yeah.
And you're just like, this goes deeper. And it's fun to reveal that slowly.
Yeah, I think just like the first one, I didn't figure it out until the reveal, right? I didn't like, oh, it's so and so.
Mm-hmm. I think they make it like you wouldn't know because you don't know the key detail.
Yeah, how it's almost like you said, there's no way you would be able to figure it out.
Like there's no point of guessing because like they add like, oh, but this happened. And
Mhm.
then,
It's like, the onion.
yeah. It was fun. I think cast was fun.
Yeah.
I was intrigued and I was into it. I was like, come on, and
Mhm. I felt like Daniel Craig's character, the detective, felt different in this one. I maybe because he was playing like he was awestruck by Edward Norton's character, so I'm like, he doesn't seem so cool. Like in the first one, he seemed very cool and like
I think he was trying to act buffoon, like, because
almost like Columbo, right? Like, oh, what's going on? What's this?
well,
After you find out, right?
yeah, then it comes to context.
Yeah.
I get
He's
it.
trying to get Edward Norton's guard down.
Yeah. It is kind of cool they were saying that it's in the eyes of him, because in the first movie it was in the eyes of the maid the whole time.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That
now
is
it's
true.
like
He's the
there's
main character.
there's a really cool video of Vanity Fair where they break down the beginning scene of the glass onion. And then
Was it them? Was the beginning scene when they were all showing up? What was
yeah,
the beginning scene?
the boat dock thing. And they were explaining like, oh, their masks even have character. Like the detective has like such a dapper, like matches his outfit. The what's it called? The scientist guy had a proper N95. That one actress, she had that like she doesn't give a shit type of thing mask.
Yeah, the net.
Yeah.
Kate Hudson. So when was it? Was that just? Do you think when was it filmed? Was it filmed during COVID or? Well, that's the part I wasn't sure about. Like,
And he wrote it during COVID.
oh,
Yeah.
because I was kind of confused. I'm like, wow, the masks. That's
But it was interesting. There's a lot of subtle things because like who was that witch girl from Wanda? What's her name?
dude, she's everywhere now.
Yeah. She had her mask down below her thing,
Nose.
and then she's like, "Oh, I know you, Miss Governor, blah blah blah." And she's like, "Oh," and she had to like, "Oh, before someone cancels me." It was a really good detail. She had to like make sure that
And I'm like,
she's
oh,
proper and stuff.
fucking those mask days.
It's very of the times. And then you had the people are like, "I don't give a shit," and they're hugging and stuff. I think maybe I was more on that line. Hey, come here.
Well, that's why when I saw it, I'm like, masks. This feels so dated now.
But he's so rich that like, oh, I have the cure ready, and we're not even gonna talk about it. Don't even discuss that. I could save the world with this cure. No, just keeping it for me and my island guests. You know. Yeah. That way, you don't have to have people wearing masks in the whole movie, right?
Yeah, that's the part I was like, so this whole mask scene wasn't really a crucial part of the plot. So then I was just kind of like,
it was just a base. It's based in the 2020s. Like if you're trying to like set a timepiece, 1950s of what's going on. Like if someone in 2040 did an era of the 2020, it would probably
masks.
You have to have mask acting, but this is a great way to like set it up in this era without having to have them wear it the whole time.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. If you wanted it to be recognizable for post-COVID.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't have to make it 2020, right? It had nothing to do with that era, right?
That's what I mean. Like, that's why when I saw.
But you're wondering if they shot it at that time.
Yeah, that was confused. I'm like, what? And it was literally just for that scene.
You've never seen mask acting, right?
Because
they don't.
Hollywood was like the only. Yeah, exactly. So
this is the first time portraying what it was like.
This is weird,
and it was awkward. Like
it was. Yeah. Like, what is this?
So it's kind of
maybe that's what his goal was.
It was adding character.
Like, hey, this was like how cumbersome all this was.
Yeah, and it showed like how Drax guy didn't give a fuck. Like he didn't even have a mask on.
Yeah, Drax guy.
Who's taking it seriously during this time? It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's what it was portraying. Yeah.
There's so much texture to this time.
Establishing the characters and, like you said, their different personalities. Yeah.
Norton did good. I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah.
First time I've seen him in a while, I feel like.
Yeah. Isn't he hard to work with? Like people don't like working with him? Was that something I just heard?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't surprise me. Right? They've replaced him as Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk thing. Yeah. But that's an old wives' tale. Like so much time has passed. Maybe he matured,
Maybe.
Maybe the people he's working with, they jive together. Yeah. Anything else you want to add for Glass Onion? I don't want to spoil it. I'm just trying to keep it.
Yeah, right. We're trying to keep it vague. Yeah, I mean, it was an enjoyable watch. I'm glad we watched it.
I wouldn't mind seeing like Daniel Craig like have a series of this.
Yeah, I
a-
could see.
It's kind
I
of
could
like
see.
Charlie Chang, like of this
Yeah,
time, and not
yeah,
racist or anything.
or what is it? What is it? The
Magoo?
Express,
Oh, sorry,
the
Mr. Magoo.
the Orient
Oriental
Express
and
and Death on the
Death of the
Nile.
Nile. Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
the Death of the Nile right after because I wanted like more of that
Mm-hmm.
feeling.
Had you
Just
seen that movie before?
no.
It's
And now it's like God of War thing where I watched something right before and I have
yeah,
something to compare.
yeah,
And this one hit me good, and then I
yeah.
wasn't liking
No,
the
Death
pace
on the
or anything.
Nile wasn't as good. Even Orient Express was
Orient or Oriental? Orient, right?
Orient.
Orient.
Mhm. I mean, it's a big Hollywood movie, right? Big production, but yeah, um, I like Daniel Craig's detective. He's a good detective, and they fleshed him out
I'm
more. He's
sure.
gay,
Yeah. Which
which
did
I
they
don't know if
press on that a lot?
they might have hinted at it in the first one,
Hmm.
but this
Well,
one it was more
it was
explicit,
very subtle
obviously.
because I totally forgot because there
Yeah,
wasn't
right.
like a scene where he did
Maybe
something.
they didn't. Maybe it was very very subtle.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, good to
But yeah,
see.
I'm sure there's a lot of views on it, and we're talking about it. I'm sure other people are talking about it.
Yeah, I
So
mean
they'll
it's
probably make another one. And I'm
yeah, I
down.
could totally see another adventure with
A Knives
Detective.
Out
What's his name?
story.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know his name yet though.
yeah. I don't know his name either.
French name? Is it a French name?
I would think so,
Detective
right? Because
Bardot.
he's
Bardot.
right because he's Cajun.
Yeah. Oh, let me ask you something. I can't do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
he is an idiot. He's an idiot. That's all I know. Yeah. Good movie. Good movie.
yeah,
Anything else you watched?
yeah. I watched Bullet Train.
I watched it too.
Netflix, man,
Which is really funny because
because it was on Netflix.
oh yeah, that too.
Mm.
Because I watched the other movie,
Which one?
Paramount Plus. It's with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. He was like
Oh, The
Thor
Lost
thing.
City. The
Yeah.
Lost City. The one I.
So I watched that, and
Yeah.
you know who's in that. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's like, hey, were
Yeah,
they
is
on the
this
same
was that
set?
like purposeful that they brought them in? Like that
But
they were in
happened to
his
film.
movie?
They were
'Cause
having to film at the same time,
because
same
he was in
place.
their movie and now they were cameoing in his movie.
I'm thinking,
Yeah, I thought because that was very interesting.
yeah.
It's like,
And
hey,
and then and then Brad Pitt, does he what is it called? He has that syndrome where he can't like
I
see face like
yeah, I heard
recognize
about that.
faces.
I didn't know that. I
So
didn't know he
does
had.
you have a hard time recognizing Sandra and Channy?
Yeah,
Like, you remember
but
me? I'm working with you. I saw you yesterday, bro.
that's strange. That's strange that that's a condition.
Yeah.
Are you the actor or the stunt double?
You're the director, right? Producer, you're
Everybody's
the one paying the bills?
everybody's
Hello
got to
there.
wear name tags around him.
Right. Seems
Oh,
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
it would be Brad
So
Pitt. So how does he know that his wives are attractive?
is it
Are
like
you my
you
wife?
don't even see a face or something?
Or you see a face, but then like it's not familiar to you?
Is it arranged in a way you just like maybe you can't recognize their eyes or their nose?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a strange condition.
Yeah. Or does he think he have that because he meets so much people because he's a celebrity?
Maybe. Fucker. Brad Pitt would be the one that doesn't recognize anybody.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Does he look in the mirror and not recognize himself?
Who are you, handsome guy? Right?
Yeah, so does that mean yeah, I'm sure he still like can perceive attractiveness even though he doesn't recognize people, I would think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to Bullet Train. What did you think of the art style? I mean, like the visuals. What did you think of story? Yeah, what do you think of it overall?
It was a fun ride. It kind of reminded me of almost like a Guy Ritchie movie.
What does it take to be a Guy Ritchie movie? Like, what kind of things do you see?
Like centered around crime, right? Like a crime drama with comedic elements
Mhm.
and multiple characters having funny little back and forths. That's the vibe it gave me.
Mm. So it's kind of like how when I see James Gunn, you're like, "Oh, he has the old music on here, and it's a ragtag group of people."
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because all I know from Guy Ritchie is probably the Sherlock Holmes movies.
Mm-hmm.
So is that a good representation of his style, or because I
No,
don't
more
see it
more
there.
like Snatched, which
I
was
didn't watch
Brad
that.
Pitt.
Oh, okay.
Rock and Rolla with Gerard Butler. The new one, The Gentleman, with what's his name? With Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
That kind
okay.
of thing.
I see. Cool.
That's the vibe that it gave me. Except the art style was not Guy Ritchie, but everything else felt.
It's very of the times, like John Wicky, colory.
Mm-hmm. The
Maybe
neon and all that.
Shang-Chi fight scene behind
Yeah.
the thing,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
fine. I like it, but
Stylized. Very
yeah, it's fine.
stylized.
It's cool. It didn't feel like Japan. Like,
No.
it felt like you used the BART and then you CG'd the train in kind
So
of thing.
apparently that was one of the big complaints because it was based on a Japanese book, and all the
Oh.
characters were supposed to be Japanese. So then,
Which is weird. They just like this wouldn't be in Japan, like a white lady shushing. Like,
yeah,
there wasn't even that much Japanese
yeah,
people.
yeah. Only like the train
Maybe the
staff,
actor,
train staff that was not around seeing all this stuff happening.
also the train staff looks like Japanese people that live in America. Like, there's something about Japanese people.
Yeah,
Like,
you guys
they
aren't real
look really
Japanese.
Japanese. Like,
Yeah.
you look like, I don't know, you're halfling, or you
Halfling.
grew up in America, so
Yeah,
your eyes look different.
yeah. Like the
I
son,
can't explain it.
like the son of the Japanese actor, right?
Yeah.
His son was in the hospital because he was pushed off the building. Like that guy looked like he must have only been like half Japanese or something.
Mm-hmm. And then the guy from Lost, who always plays the Japanese guy, which I like him.
Mm-hmm.
He's good.
He was like the only legit Japanese guy there.
Yeah, he legitimized it, and the white Russian. I know that actor. I see him a lot. I don't know the Russian guy.
Oh, what's his name? Zod from Superman.
Yeah, he just. I don't know. He doesn't strike me as someone I should fear. Like, he just have that face. Maybe it's the white hair. Like, something about white hair or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
He's fine.
I could see him being a scary guy, but yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, he was fine.
Who would you have wanted to be him?
We got to get like that Thanos sounding thing here. Oh, I told you so many times. Like someone really graspy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Josh Brolin, I don't want him to do too much like villainy things, then he'll be played out.
Be the villain guy.
Why don't we what's his name? There Will Be Blood. He doesn't do movies like this. It has
no. This is beneath him.
Yeah, way beneath him.
Yeah. That's why this is who they could muster, man.
Also, like his role was he was so mysterious that I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to pay like big bucks for like such a small role for someone or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you think the villain guy is a big bucks guy? Is he an A-lister?
No, I could see him being a little cheaper than some other. Like he's definitely cheaper than Brad Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's like, I feel like he's a legitimate actor, but we don't even know his name, so that says it right there. right?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That
I don't
says
know
it
your
right there.
name.
We don't know his name, so he's not a big guy.
Yeah.
We know his face,
But like it was leading up because you saw so much back shots. Like, who is this muscular, like
yeah,
if you would have just kept him in the mask, that'd be kind of cool. Like if I never got to see him, and maybe
Mhm.
when we killed him, you saw like half of his face. That would
Yeah.
be awesome.
yeah. I don't think it was important for us to
mystery,
know
yeah.
who he is.
His mystery of his face, then I was like, oh, that's it. That's all.
Mhm. This
I
guy,
would've- yeah. Because he looked really badass with the mask and
He
in the
did,
rain
man.
and stuff.
Yeah. What did they call him? The white,
The
did they
white
call him?
white devil. The white devil?
white demon, white devil,
The white
or is it white wolf?
dragon?
White,
No.
white.
White wolf?
I can't remember.
Yeah, sorry.
White.
But
Sandman.
yeah, there's some throwaway scenes where you see this guy, this Mexican guy with a white suit, and he looks at him and like, what is this? And then this whole backstory, and then all of a sudden, like
Yeah.
the character is
And he's
wasted.
dead. Yeah.
Sorry to spoil, but
Oh, sorry.
I'm just like, well, okay, I guess we had to lead to like the throw up thing, but he died a little quick. I would have liked to see more of what he had to offer.
I wonder, like, did he have more in the book? I don't know.
They did look like anime characters, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see like that guy. He has the bucket hat, right? Does he have a bucket hat? Brad Pitt, or am I?
Oh
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. The is that a bucket hat? Yeah.
And he had glasses, so I can imagine like a nerdy Japanese guy, which was what it probably was. Like, oh, I don't want to use a gun. Oh, and then like
But who's
all this
still
stuff.
an assassin? Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that. That's how they probably got Brad Pitt. Like, but they changed it so
Mhm.
he's more of a hero.
We'll make him Brad Pitt.
Yeah. What'd you think of like Tenet guy and the black guy? I don't know his name. Oh, he was in Kick-Ass and stuff.
Kick-Ass and
He was in Eternals, right? That guy.
Eternals. Yeah. They were good. I like them.
Yeah.
They're the ones that I feel like had the most banter.
Made me appreciate
enjoyed
Thomas the Train. Like, oh, I didn't know
I
all
know.
this. He's a diesel.
Yeah.
No,
Dirty
total
Diesel.
Yeah, they had good chemistry, and I felt in the end.
Yeah. Oh, they're brothers.
Yeah. And they're literal brothers, and they grew up together, kind of shit.
Mhm. Yeah, I didn't. That was.
I
cool.
thought they were just two guys that work together, and they
Mhm.
banter, and they, hey man, slap his head, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. They were good. I enjoyed them in it.
yeah. And I like the one environment, and all things are happening in that
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah.
That's
fun.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wish we saw a little bit more of that, like multiple things happening at the same time, rather than cutting back to like past events. Kind of like maybe a shot or two seeing two things happening, and somehow they
Oh,
collide in the middle, and then
Yeah. Because it's all supposed
like
to be
a
happening. right?
Quentin Tarantino style kind of thing. Oh.
Mhm. Yeah, it also had a little bit of that element with like all the backstory, I guess. Yeah, that felt Tarantino-ish.
Yeah.
Like the deep dives into the backstories.
Yeah. Like we didn't even know who the hell the white girl is and everything, right? Till the very, very end.
Oh, the innocent. I'm
Yeah.
an innocent young girl. Yeah.
I forgot what
bitch.
happened to her. She probably died on the train.
Yeah, I can't remember. She died,
Because
right?
wasn't there like, sorry, spoiler people, a derailing of the train and things like,
Mhm.
but somehow like Brad Pitt just like survives because
Yeah, I was like, this is ridiculous. Oh.
and then the Sandra.
Mhm.
she
I
comes-
couldn't. Were you able to pinpoint her voice before she showed up?
No, they kept that pretty secret because
Yeah.
I was thinking, is Sandra in this? Because I did when I saw Channing, I
Channing.
was immediately like, is Sandra in this too? Then because they
Mhm.
work together,
I
but the
didn't.
voice sounded very different.
I couldn't
than-
place the voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I knew it was somebody. I was like, who is this? Which actress is this? But I couldn't place it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Good movie. Good movie.
Yeah, Netflix, man. Because I hadn't looked at Netflix in a long time, and then we pulled it up, and it's like, whoa, man! Netflix has Glass Onion, Bullet Train, bunch of other ones.
Oh, they were ready for Christmas time.
Oh
They
yeah,
knew people were gonna be huddling together and they need something to watch.
huddling together.
Yeah, huddling. So, we're running low on time. I know you have to get out of here soon.
Actually, we're not.
No, you don't have to get out of here.
Oh, because Steph is studying for her test, so
Oh,
I got all the time in the world, my friend.
all right then.
I don't know if you got a schedule, but yeah,
We'll keep it 3 hours. Then.
Okay.
Okay. Before, why don't you queue up those trailers you wanted me to see while I.
well, it's more so other movies that I've watched,
Oh, other movies. Okay.
but I wasn't sure if you've seen them.
Okay. I want to show you one thing.
But they are queued up.
All right. Let me just show you something. Did you I guess this was a long time ago, but did you know Dison, the vacuum
Mm-hmm.
cleaner?
Yeah.
Did you know that they make more than vacuums? They're most known for cleaning up the ground, right?
Mm-hmm. What else are they cleaning up?
But they're trying to clean up the air this time.
Oh, like an air purifier?
Yes. But it's not
Not what I think.
not something you just leave. It's not something you just leave in your room, like a
Hmm.
little tower or anything.
Okay.
Something they want you to
So
wear.
What?
It's something you wear.
What?
Yeah. So Dyson made a product where you have to wear it,
Okay.
and it actually makes you look like Ant-Man.
What? Like you got a helmet or some shit?
Okay. The big surprise: Dyson made headphones. They made headphones for you to wear,
What?
but while at the same time you're using your headphones, you can purify the air around you.
Okay.
Does that sound like something you ever seen?
No. This is totally new to me.
This is the Dyson zone. It's a real
What?
thing.
So is this like tied
And
to
I-
COVID or
I
something?
had no idea it was 9 months ago because I only heard about it now.
It
but-
looks vaguely familiar. Like this, so I'm assuming this is like was put into development when COVID was like in its peak.
Maybe, all right? It's fucking
Mask.
9 months ago. You
When you're at
have
home,
like a
you're in a
product.
protected
So
space. As soon as you go house, you're faced with all these different pollutants.
it started during.
gases,
I think so.
pollen.
Noise pollution is also a really big issue.
Are you gonna
Noise
wear
of
that in the
jets
bar
and
or some
construction
shit?
sites.
How do you protect
Hey, man,
someone when
they scared
are
the bejesus
producing
out of
work
people.
Going out. The idea of this machine was to overcome that problem.
Oh my
Clean
god,
air,
Ant-Man!
quality sound on the move, air purification inside a set of headphones.
We've got two compressors that sit in the ear cups. These compressors spin, which draws in air.
This filter removes particulate and gases from the air.
That purified air passes down
I mean-
through our visor at the front here.
The clean air is traveling round
Okay.
and then
You laugh at this, but what if this is what starts? If there's a fire going on,
Mhm.
like you wear that with your safety goggles and you
Like
get
a
the hell
gas
out of.
mask.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could see that in a fire.
if you're just at home working from home,
through this mesh.
Well,
that provides the user
I think
with a zone,
they said
a
that they
bubble
had their air
between
purifier
which
for in the
breathe.
home.
oh
It's
yeah.
a great mix
they-
of
when you
things
go
that
out
does
into the
involve
dangerous world.
filtration,
So out in the world,
acoustics,
I'm gonna wear that?
airflow. It's just about
That's
putting them in a small
what it
package.
seems
that is
like they want you to
wearable.
do with
It's
it.
been a real journey of pushing the limits of what is
Do these people
possible.
like think this
Over
is
5 years of
amazing
development,
looking?
engineers'
Like
time
I
and
said, it
relentless
must have been
testing,
developed
including hundreds of
at the peak of
prototypes.
COVID.
Really trying to drive the development into something that we're really proud of.
Really excellent machine.
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't want to be Ant-Man.
I'll pass.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I think that's about it that I want to talk about. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. What did you watch, or what are you
So I,
showing me?
I watched a couple other movies. Another movie that I watched on Netflix was White Noise
Oh yeah, the
with
the Star Wars guy
yeah, Kylo Ren.
and the other guy who's the other guy? I don't know the face right now.
What's his name? Rhodey. It was Rhodey, right?
Oh yeah, Rhodey,
Yeah.
Iron Patriot.
It was an interesting movie.
70s.
Yeah, but it was like it was set. I don't know how much you want me to tell you about it, but it was set
Tell me the era or
different era, set in all. Why don't I just show you the trailer so that I'm not spoiling anything
Okay.
that they don't want you to spoil?
Trailer time.
And then I can use that to talk about it a little more.
All right.
Because yeah, I don't want to spoil something. It was interesting. I'll say that. It was very unique. It was a unique movie.
It's not for everyone, you're saying?
I definitely don't think it's for everyone. Because even I was just like,
because unique is like saying some people might like it. It's like it's not like, hey, you gotta watch this.
no,
It's awesome.
It definitely feels like an acquired taste type of movie.
All right, let me see if it's. Can I tell the taste by just the trailer? You think?
Maybe you'll get a little taste of the taste.
All right, let's see if it's my taste. Taste of the taste. White Noise.
Okay, roll film.
Why aren't you telling me what just happened?
Stuff causes cancer in laboratory animals, in case you didn't know.
Either I chew gum or I smoke.
All these children, yours?
That's mine from wives 1 and 3. There's Babette's from husband 2. Wilder is ours. We're each other's fourth.
Life is good, Jack. I hope it lasts forever.
Until. Okay. Oh shit.
Let's watch a sitcom or something.
No. They're calling it the
So is it a little comedic?
Yeah, it almost had like similar vibes to Don't Look Up.
I just
Okay, what if it's dangerous?
We have a situation.
Uh-oh.
All we have to do
Was
is
there a
stay
nuclear
out of the way.
explosion?
Technically, that's illegal.
Seems like a serious thing, but
but they make
comedic.
it,
have lashes.
yeah, like
Ask your
almost
father.
absurd.
We're going sideways.
Dad, do sheep have lashes?
Doesn't anyone
Even the
want to pay
music, right?
attention to what's
Yeah.
actually happening?
Because
wish
without
there's something
the
I
music,
could
you would
do. I
think
wish I could outthink
this
the
is
problem.
post-apocalyptic.
hmm
There are two kinds of people in the
But
world.
it's like the.
Killers.
I guess the reason I say Don't Look Up because it's like the absurdity of people's reaction to disasters.
Yeah. Like, are they really reacting this way?
Yeah.
Right now we're safe. As long as the children are here, they need us.
Of some persistent sense of large-scale ruin,
That's a lot of cool shots.
we keep inventing hope.
It's funny, like, my first interpretation, like, if you just see the thumbnail on Netflix, you're thinking White Noise, and then you have this look. White Noise could sound like a horror movie, right? White Noise. Like, you have him looking at you with Don Cheadle.
What's going on there?
And then I'm watching it, and then there's something serious, like, we gotta go, and then it's like, I'm like,
Yeah, like, hey, lighthearted violence. End of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it sounds like a fun, interesting journey. That's for
so
sure.
I'll
Sounds
say
interesting.
the trailer captures a portion of the movie. There are things that are themes in the movie that they don't show in the
Press
trailer,
upon.
and also that there's like plot beyond what they
Mhm.
showed in the trailer, where it's
I get
almost
it.
like felt almost disjointed, where it like
You mean it's not like Barbarian where help me, I'm not the killer. Remember I told you? It's just why is he all why
yeah,
is he all dirty and asking
yeah,
for help? You're the
yeah.
one that's
You're the
supposed to
one.
be
It almost felt like what they showed in the trailer was literally only part of the movie, and there was like
You don't want to give
almost like
too much away.
almost a different part that
So it doesn't even is it like Parasite where you think it's one kind of movie and then all of a sudden like it's getting weird?
yes, that's a good analogy for
Like, is this a horror movie? I wasn't going into a horror. No, I'm
no,
not saying like yours.
it's not.
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
genre switching where you're just like, what?
kind of genre and like storyline switching. Yeah,
Oh, like you're even looking at a different perspective all of a sudden, like halfway. Shoo, you're looking at
yeah,
the alien's perspective, or I
it
don't know.
switches gears, and it's just like, huh, that's not
It's not
what-
your choice though. If you were
Yeah.
to, as
Well,
a movie,
because the way it's portrayed in the trailer, you're like, oh, disaster movie, but the like the comedic elements and like absurdity, but then it like switches
it's a bait and
gears.
switch to you then.
I mean, that was a
You're
good
being
portion of the movie, but then there was like a whole other thing going on.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
interesting, kind of if you're looking for something kind of offbeat and almost like a head scratcher,
Yeah.
that's just kind of a weird movie, then yeah, I would say, check it out if you are inclined.
All right. Maybe I'll incline or decline my way to watching it.
Maybe.
You never know. Cool. What else you been watching?
So we watched another movie last night that I really enjoyed.
Really?
I was like,
Really?
I did, dude.
Really enjoyed. All right.
Yeah, I would say that it like had me hooked in. I
Is
was
that
very
Netflix?
engaged. HBO Max.
What did you watch on HBO Max? Are you talking about this place rules?
No.
I forgot to mention I watched the
Watch it?
Andrew Han. Yeah. But anyways, I'll get to that later.
Okay.
So what was on HBO Max that you really liked?
The Menu.
Oh, my sister was mentioning that to me, and
It's a
she
good
said
movie,
if you
dude.
liked Barbarian, you'd like this or something.
It's a
Or,
good
like-
movie. It's like
And I was like, I never watched it, and she's like, I thought you did. It's like, no, I told you that Miguel watched it, and he told me about it.
I'll say it's easier to watch than Barbarian, but it's a thriller.
I did hear it's about people having dinner, and then they're all connected somehow to the course,
Mhm.
and yeah.
Yeah, it
But
was.
It
it's a
sounds
good-
like we're gonna have like some Saw moments, like we're like, this is really your child you're eating, or some shit. Oh, the tears.
It's very engaging. I was just totally captivated and drawn into the story, and yeah,
Is it horror? Or is it thriller? Is it suspenseful? I guess.
Suspense, horror, thriller. Yeah, I mean that whole.
But it's not like
gamut.
blood gore, like type of shit.
Not heavy blood gore. Not heavy.
Okay.
There is blood, but not.
There will be
gore.
blood when you watch it.
Yeah, there is blood, but not. I wouldn't call it gory. It's an R-rated movie. They show, violence, but it's not like gratuitous.
Make sure, yeah. Make sure you have some gratuity. You add some gratuity to that
It's
bill of yours.
What Steph said, it was. Have you ever watched Chef's Table?
Yeah. It's
It was the way they portrayed the courses and all that. It was emulating Chef's Table. It felt like Chef's Table with a twist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking violin, and
music
they
and
show
the putting the different plates together, and they
Yeah.
course one, the name of it, the ingredients.
Oh,
and
they
all
did it that
shit.
style? When
Yeah. So it was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Might have to watch that solo sometime. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I
It's
can
a
watch
good-
that with Janice.
Like, I don't like this.
Yeah. Sounds fun though. My sister was saying that was good too. So it's
Mhm.
good.
Yeah,
Two good
it's
recommendations.
yeah, it was. I would recommend you watch this one over Barbarian, especially since you're not. Barbarian is more like gruesome. This one is just like, oh, like you're like kind of cringing, but not because of it being gruesome, but more just because of like, guys, what the fuck?
Are they given choices?
They are. It's almost like, dude, what are you guys doing? You know what I mean? Like,
Like, why are you
you're
still here?
just in action. Yeah. Why are you not doing more? So, why are you not doing more? Why
Like
are you just letting?
he's explaining all these things that would make you angry to want to do something, and they're
Yeah.
just
Why are you
sitting
just
there.
sitting there and letting this happen?
Do something about it.
Do something. Grab a knife. Do something.
Better not be some remote Epstein Island that they're in, so like they can't do anything because they're stuck.
It is on an island.
See? Never go to some island, Richo, getting stuck and then turn down the lights and shit,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It's never a good thing to go to an
It was on
island.
an island. Yeah. Oh, it was good
Yeah.
though. Yeah. Ray Fiennes was good. Queen's Gambit girl was good. Yeah.
People go in and they never come out. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool, the menu.
The menu,
Check
man.
it out sometime.
HBO Max.
Anything else in the menu?
Couple trailer and advertisement for a movie.
All right.
So did you see that Oppenheimer trailer?
I did. That looked pretty good.
Yeah.
You know me, I didn't mean to watch it. It was in the
I know it was.
'cause I
It
watched
came
it
out.
at no, I watched Avatar, and when you're
Oh,
in
and
the
it was
theater,
attached to Avatar.
it's yeah, and it's all you know how like
Yeah, Christopher Nolan.
Christopher
You know Christopher Nolan. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then it shows Oppenheimer.
It's so, dude. It's so Christopher Nolan. It's like what was it? Dunkirk, but
Yeah.
yeah, just
It makes
totally his
like
style.
he can make any story like interesting.
Yeah,
Just by
just his style.
like if someone were to tell me about Oppenheimer and just show me old footage, I wouldn't care. But if you're gonna show me like the
Mhm.
struggles of this guy and how
Christopher Nolan.
what have I done kind of shit and
Yeah, yeah,
what did I
yeah,
do to the world, like, you know.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. And it's starring the
Yeah.
guy I thought was the All-American Rejects, right? He's the main star.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Because he
Dirty
works.
Little
That's
Pieces
the
guy.
thing.
Not Dirty Little Pieces.
He
Dirty Little
likes using
Secret.
secrets, dirty little pieces. He likes working with like. Once he likes you,
Who he can
pulls
trust
you in.
or who he can
Mhm.
vibe with.
He's
It's like,
like,
why not?
you know my style.
You know how
I can depend
talk.
on you. Yeah.
You ain't gonna like
I-
try to
You're not gonna
step
fuck this
over
up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
so I'm looking for.
he could do like a story about like I don't know, like some baker in SF just like baking away. It's like here's your cupcakes. And then like make it so interesting.
What's gonna happen?
Or it's like some kind of garbage person.
Yeah.
Till one day he finds a baby. I don't know. I don't know. That's my impression. Yeah.
Oh,
But it
dude.
still excites me every time. It's
Yeah, I
still
mean
like,
he's got a good style.
yeah.
He's one.
Maybe
that
I'm like,
I-
give me that interstellar feeling again. You know, I'm craving
Mhm.
it. Like I wanted that from Tenet. It kind of did
Yeah.
it, but I was more confused.
I was
And
so confused. I had to watch it a second
I was
time.
like trying to like explain it with, and like, Miguel,
the rules.
I
It's
found
so
like a fan
confusing.
theory, and you're like, that's fan theory. That's just
Fuck that
someone-
shit. I want some official shit. Oh.
But yeah, we tried to like it. I even watched it twice because I
And-
rented it.
Yeah.
I
And
rented
even
it, so I
still,
watched it with
hey,
him.
I'm still gonna watch all his movies. Doesn't matter that
Actually-
Tenet was
that HBO Max?
it came out on well, I think it
Yeah.
had like it was like in the midst of COVID. So it had a
Oh, was that
theatrical
limited?
run.
That limited release
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm. Yeah. So it did go to the theaters, but that
Oh.
was like before people were really like going to the movies again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember like watching it, and it starts off like, "Ooh, this is gonna be like fucking Batman."
Mhm.
No, Dark Knight.
Yeah. At the
like,
opera. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, who's the Joker? Like, I say he says he's like this. I
Yeah.
thought that shit was gonna happen again. I'll be all excited.
Yeah,
And it was
dude,
like
it was giving
fighting,
those
and then like, you're like, who's this? They don't even like give you time to find out who the main protagonist. And
Yeah, it's just
you know,
confusing as
he didn't have a backstory, right? They tried to make him like non.
No, we really didn't know anything about him. He didn't even have a name, right? He was just a
Yeah.
protagonist.
And then like he goes somewhere and meets someone, and then he says like, the winter is pretty cold in the summer or some shit
Yeah,
like that,
like,
right? And you're
what
like,
is- what
who
is
are these
going on?
people?
Yeah,
And
they
then he
don't
sees
explain.
an old lady, and
Yeah.
then who's that old lady?
Yeah, they don't explain anything. Like, what is happening?
Then all of a
I'm
sudden,
intrigued, but I'm just
they go
also
into
very
the
confused.
time thing, and then you see them on the other side, and
Yeah.
you're like, what is
What
going
is-
on?
What
When
is
was
going
this?
on? It's confusing. It's a
And then
confusing
the fighting
movie.
is like, oh,
The
reverse
backwards,
fighting.
the backwards shit. It was too meta, man. It
Boom,
was too
boom.
much. I could get behind Inception, but this is just beyond.
It's so, I think because it's so hard to explain this process of like, if you created a time machine, like you would see another version of you doing it in reverse.
Yeah,
Like, okay, what it's actually showing you is
you're
you-
moving backwards in time.
so you would actually see you going. Wait,
It's because it's fucking confusing.
when you go into it, you're actually seeing the end of something that hasn't even began yet, right? Isn't that right?
You're like you go in forward and then you come back and you're moving backwards.
Oh wait, when you go in, something is going reverse while you're going forward in time. Like it's
Yeah,
the same
like,
moment.
In the room, you saw the other side where you're already like going backwards.
Dude, we're
and
gonna have
shit.
to just see the fucking thing. Can we see a little clip of
Sure.
the time travel?
So fucking confusing. Even still, to this day, it's like we can't even explain it.
Remember, he got shot, and then he put him in there.
Yeah.
And then he's watching it in reverse, and blah 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 blah.
And then time travel machine.
And he's like
Time
talking to
machine?
him. Wasn't he like talking to the mirror? Where is he? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna shoot you. Pah. But he was watching it in reverse when he was going there, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So all this already happened. Holy shit, it's so hard to explain.
Yeah, red blue room. That's what you want to see, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you're
confusing.
actually seeing is something that already happened, but in reverse, and is leading to you going to that room in that door in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So confusing. So fucking confusing. Okay.
So I'm just saying before you start, it's like
Okay.
if I started the podcast, we'd be starting the end of the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and then there'd be a moment
Moving-
where where we hit the time machine together, and then we basically cross paths.
Yes, I think. I can't even remember. I think also because it's been a while. Okay, he's moving.
I just want to get to the room.
Okay. Okay, wait.
Oh, there.
Jump too far.
Hey, he looks like Kanye.
A little bit, huh?
Kanye headed. Well, he has a
Okay.
beard. Never mind.
He's on the red side.
Okay.
He's looking through the glass. What's he seeing
Yeah,
on the
so
other
he already
side?
got shot. But he didn't get shot yet, but he's watching it get reversed.
Yeah, he's seeing them move backwards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they're meeting up to the point where he goes into the time machine, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So it's like the same amount of time. It's like the same amount of time from when he's gonna go in is what he's seeing of how long he's been out on the other side. You know what I mean? Like
this is why the movie did so bad. Because two people that watched it are trying to explain what
he's
they're
gonna go in
talking
in 2 minutes and he's seeing what happens 2 minutes after he goes
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
But it's happening like he's watching
Backwards.
the end of what happened.
Yes.
And they're gonna
Yes.
meet at the time where he goes
In the middle, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
It's like forward and
That's why I
reverse.
was saying if we started the podcast and then the end, and then somewhere in the middle,
That's when we go into the time machine.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
switch places.
Yes. Okay.
Told you that.
Tell me now, is it really in the BMW?
I don't know.
Tell me or I'll shoot her again.
But it's funny that you can interact with somebody in a different time.
Yeah. It's funny, I know who the actress is now. She's in The Crown as Princess Diana.
Like, yeah, he already shot her.
This one's a bullet to the head. One, two, three.
But he's going backwards. How's he gonna shoot her in the head? She's already alive. So he knew that she wasn't gonna get shot in the head.
It's in the glove box.
Oh, look, he's looking at us. Oh,
Car or contract, which one? Which vehicle did you leave it in? I need to know before I go out there. I already told you.
yeah, remember he threw it to himself or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Her here. I hope you'll be happy.
Go. I remember watching this for the first time, like, what?
I'm gonna go check the other side. You too.
Oh, there he is.
Where did he go? Lost.
Kick ass.
Oh, great, this is the one I want to see. Oh, yeah, he's holding whatever there. Everything's in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
And she's already there for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Well, because they're moving
We're going
backwards.
to check this is real.
No, he's going. No, he's moving backwards.
3, 2, 1.
He is? Doesn't he need that? Doesn't he need that thing? Or only in the outside row?
Yeah, only in the outside.
I can help him. Tell me or I'll shoot her again. Tell me now, is it really in the BMW?
Still fucking confusing.
I know. Watching it, I'm still confused.
Who told you that? You're not telling the truth. She dies. I don't know what you're talking about.
The hair.
The movements. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, but just so fucking confusing.
It wasn't told like clearly, right? I don't know. Is there a way to tell this more clearly than this?
No, not with this concept because it's so.
This is
like,
such a hard concept.
Moving backwards, yeah.
While something's moving forward at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain that. All right, I think we're good. Yeah.
Confusing.
Yeah. Good. I was gonna say good cast. I mean, it's okay cast.
Yeah.
Washington's son, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I don't know. Do you want to leave it at that?
Yeah, if you got to jump off.
No. You have one more thing? I just want to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I have one more thing. Well, I'll ask you if you saw it first. Like some advertisement for the next Mission Impossible and like
I
a
did.
big stunt. Saw that one. It was pretty nuts, right?
I saw a stunt.
Yeah.
I was intrigued. But it's
Ooh.
like at the same time, like, man, it's hard to tell what's real these days. I know he's doing it, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was looking at the environment, I was like, man, this looks like
CG, right?
too,
CG. Yeah.
too beautiful. Like my
Mhm.
eyes can't even fathom.
I know, and like the fog and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, what they had? Hey, what luck?
I hope they don't CG the fuck out of that scene because they did that with
I
his
don't-
they did that with his sky from space whatever that he dived down. Didn't he do
In-
that in one of them?
Oh, in Fallout,
Yeah, he did like
they
a
were
space dive.
skydiving.
They CG'd a lot of stuff like
Mm.
where there's all this fog and stuff.
Oh,
They
they
didn't even
added.
need it.
They added that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that kind of takes away from like, hey, this was really shot. Why not just make it be what it actually looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can. Since you saw it, we don't need to
Cool.
pull it up.
All right, man. Why don't you tell the people where they can find us and everything like that?
All right, people. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and wherever you do for podcasts.
Until next time.
See ya.
See ya.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
it's a
forgot.
finger, bro.
God, dude, I forgot.
Everything else was good though.
Rusted. Gotta get that rust off.
That was fun. Yeah, just maybe use the bathroom and then
Okay.
say
After
we can talk
party.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, the after party. Oh, Jiu-Jitsu.
We didn't talk jujitsu. How's the jujitsu game going?
During the holidays, I kind of took a break.
Take a break.
Yeah.
It happens. I mean, I had to take a little break. Just it wasn't working with my schedule at that.
Yeah, yeah, that's how I felt.
Where I
like
had to like
stuff was going on, and
yeah, stuff was going on, and I also, just family time, doing a lot of family stuff.
yeah, right. And it's the holidays. It's not forever. But this week I.
Oh,
went back-
also like the freaking calendar. When you look at the Instagram, it'll tell you, "Hey, actually, from this time to this, there's no class." So, it's holiday times. So.
Yeah.
So you just came back when?
On Tuesday. So this week I went Tuesday, Thursday.
Oh, we were doing it at the same time. Oh, at least
Nice.
Tuesday.
Same days.
I did Tuesday, Wednesday.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
how was cardio good? Were you gas tanked out?
No, not that bad. And yeah, I mean, cardio is always a struggle, right? You get gassed out at a certain point. Technique felt the same. On Tuesday when I came back, one of the purple belts that I drill with, it's like, hey, where you been?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
And would you-
I was like, the holidays.
Yeah. Was he giving you crap, or was it more just like playful banter? Just
Yeah,
like-
playful, like, oh, I haven't seen you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to be expected at this time, around this time.
Yeah, and they were saying that too. Oh man, but on Tuesday, like blue belts and purple belts were beating me up, man.
Was there a lot of people? Because it's like the first day back, like everyone's coming back from the holidays.
Tuesday felt like it was a lot of people.
For
And
me
then
too. I was like, oh, there's some guy from Henzo, New York visiting, and oh, there's another guy. Like,
Yeah.
oh, today is festive. Like,
Yeah.
not festive, but I mean, feisty. Just a lot of people. Yeah.
And then Thursday, the no-gi class started out pretty freaking empty, and then people trickled in.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Is it no-gi only, or you do both? Right?
I do both, right? Yeah, first class is no-gi, second class is gi. But now they split it up because before they were combining, like the schedule is Tuesday 6 p.m. no-gi, all levels, 7 p.m. beginners, 8 p.m. I think intermediate. But up until the new year, they were combining it. So they were just making it like an hour and a half combined.
Mm-hmm.
And
They
then,
separated it.
yeah, so on Thursday, it's same thing, no gi all level, beginner, and then advanced. So on Thursday, they had it split up.
Mm.
But it had
Oh,
some.
so wait, you had to do no-gi advance. You did beginner and advance together?
Well, but they would combine them. So they would make it like new
Oh,
guys. New
So,
guys go with.
so you just do no-gi the whole day that day.
No. It's no gi class at 6 p.m. both days.
Mm-hmm.
Beginner gi class 7 p.m. both days. And then on Tuesday, 8 p.m. is supposed to be intermediate. Thursday, 8 p.m. is advanced. But up until this point, they've been just combining the gi classes so that it'd be slash, right? You'd have some beginner moves and some intermediate or more advanced moves.
Is everyone taught together, or is it separated?
Yeah, it's all
white
taught
belt?
together. No, yeah, and then you would just have like white belts going with purple or blue or whatever.
My school, we do everything together, regardless of belt. But my old school used to like white belts are learning this, blue belts you can do something more advanced. So you're not just like learning arm bars and triangles, the things you already know,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
You can do like fun, like rolls and shit like that.
Yeah.
But this what I'm doing now, they're teaching the basics, and actually he teaches, all right, we're gonna do this takedown, then we're gonna take like it's side control, then I'm gonna show you something. So everything is like connected.
Building. Yeah. That's how some of the guys do it too, like steps, like building the steps. And
I like that. I do like it, but you do 4 things that day.
Mhm.
Like it's good that you start seeing the transitions. Like it's a good transition practice. But I do love reps of one, like we're learning one thing that's unique, and maybe we're learning maybe a couple variations of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same move, so you get a lot of reps of it.
Yeah.
I guess I like both.
Yeah, I guess they both have their appeals.
Mhm.
Yeah, sounds similar. But got some new white belts on Thursday.
They're like, this is my
fresh
New Year's resolution.
some fresh white belts, dude. And
Did you get a submission? Did you like, yes, it worked, because they didn't know
No.
shit.
Still no submission.
No submissions yet?
Well, I was partnered with this other white belt who was pretty new, and when we were doing our sparring, it was starting off with one person in their open guard and the other person trying to pass their guard. And this guy, he had a stripe, but maybe he just hadn't come in a long time, or
What, he was
or
just
what?
like Toriando fast and showing you what's up?
Dude, he could not get past my fucking. He couldn't get past because it's reps. It was like reps where it's like it was still sparring, but like the goal is one person defend, the other person try to pass guard, and he couldn't fucking get past, dude. I was just like, fucking can't get past
felt
my
good?
shit, bro. I was like, it was a little ego boost because I felt like, oh wow, I guess I've really come a long way in this last.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate those
months.
moments, because
Yeah, it's like
you notice it, like, wow, like things are clicking. You
Yeah.
mentioned that last time, but like when you actually start like, oh, I was struggling with,
well,
like,
because on Tuesday I was getting beat up by the blue and purple belts. So I'm like, God, this is fucking rough.
yeah. Well, yeah, it's that thing. I heard it from, what's his name? The guy who did Inglourious Bastards, Tarantino. He had an analogy of like, you could be running against people and you're the fastest person, and you'll have
Mhm.
like a certain time. But if you were running against the really fast people and you're like last place, your
Yeah.
time would be even better than if you're the fastest one.
Yeah.
But it's like rolling with these blue belts and stuff is getting you so good
Pushing.
that
It's
when you get
pushing
to
me,
white
right?
belts, you're like, oh, this is like easier.
Especially like brand new. Like,
Yeah, brand new one.
And then like so then we switched, and then it was me passing his guard. dude, I was passing his guard at will, like too
Like-
easy. I was like,
butter.
yeah, because it was just passing and then reset, no
Yeah.
going on to submission. And it's just like, dude, he can't stop me.
Mm.
He couldn't stop me.
So what's the one what's the one move that you think is like okay,
Toriando. I like Toriando for
Toriando.
passing. Yeah. Just feels like it's a good like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Ugh.
getting your shoulders
Pressure,
involved.
pressure, and
There's this man, I learned it from I don't know who I learned it from, someone on YouTube. But I was doing a Toriando kind of thing,
Mhm.
and the guy is like putting his frames on me, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So all I'm doing is putting my weight, and
Mhm.
like he's like he doesn't know what I'm doing. I'm just there, just like heavy on him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What are you gonna do? Like, why aren't you moving?" I'm like, "I'm just here to tire you out. Like my goal, it's like doing a
Oh,
bench press."
he actually said something?
Yeah, he's like doing a bench press, and I know that if you hold this, you're using energy, and me just laying on top of you, I'm not even exerting any
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a little tool I use to like tire
Dude,
the opponent out.
I noticed that the uppers do that. Like even to me, like say if they mount me
Yeah.
and they really fucking take their time and just kind of put the pressure on me and
And you're
just well, I've learned to just calm down and just
yeah, just
like,
wait.
yeah.
And then when they transition to
Yeah,
something,
just look for a little
then you'll
opening,
feel a
your
little
inside
hole.
control,
and then-
frame up,
yeah.
get your knees in there, right? Trying to
Mhm.
fight for inside control. But
Mhm.
before I'd just be like
We were doing situational because we were doing side control techniques, and we did a like what you were doing the session, and it was 20 seconds, and the whole goal is just if you're on top,
Mhm.
you're barreling down, and you just don't want the person to escape. The other
Mhm.
person's goal is to like get the elbows in, get the knees in there,
Yeah.
and try to get out.
Yeah.
And I was doing it to a white belt. It was kind of fun because like, nope, can't do anything.
You ain't going anywhere.
And then when it's my turn, like
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then I went with this really big blue belt, and I was on top of him. Sorry, I'm really, and he just went, shoof, and I was like, what the fuck? I was just laughing, and then my coach saw. I was like, damn, Nate, that's why they have weight divisions and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like you're fighting the absolute division over here.
It's
And it's
true.
like, whoa. It was
But,
hard, and then when he was side control, I had a hard time.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
hard to-
size matters, man.
Yeah.
But
Also, he knows
Yeah.
spacing. He knows
yeah,
everything.
you guys are both blue belts, but he's
Yeah.
bigger than you.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first like went with him,
Mhm.
I had ego. Fuck, man. It's like because I
Gotta
had
show-
more
gotta
more
show 'em what I
stripes.
got. Yeah.
I had
Oh.
one stripe more, but it's a
Mm.
stupid fucking symbol
Yeah, the
on a
stripe.
belt.
Yeah, the stripe it's so
But you think, oh, because I have more stripes, it doesn't matter how big someone is.
Yeah.
I can't lose.
no. Yeah,
But
there's
it sucks though.
there's this other white belt that I've gone with like a bunch of times. He has 2 stripes and dude, every time like I haven't submitted him or maybe I have. I
You
don't
have
know.
2 stripes too?
I only have 1.
Okay.
But
do you feel like that's your test? Like, man, if I can
But
like
well, this is before I even knew because I think the first time I went against him was in the
no-gi.
no-gi class. So but every
But
time
you
like
knew you're like,
well, every time I'm able to pin him and he's always having a hard time getting up. So like I feel like in our exchanges I always get the better of him.
mm.
So
But you just haven't submitted yet.
yeah, I'm still that's like where my next hurdle is.
You just gotta find that one that like really jives with you, and then you'll just be tapping people because if you're really good at it, they
Mhm.
won't be able to stop what's
Mm.
coming.
Yeah, that's the next hurdle for me, man.
Yeah.
I mean, my wrestling background is getting me to the pin, but then it's
What do you find? You get the mount more or side control?
I start off in side control and then work my way to mount.
You knee on belly or something? or do you just?
I like frame over their waist, connect my knees, right, and then like kind of like push my knee over their waist to go across their body. I went against another new white belt on Thursday as well, bigger guy, but dude, I was able to fucking. It felt too easy. I was like, dude, pass
When
your
you
guard.
when you have a new person and don't know anything, it's just like, wow.
So yeah,
secret weapon, right?
yeah, it's like passed your guard, mounted you. I'm like riding high.
So if you countered someone that didn't know anything in real life,
Oh,
you feel like, oh man,
child's play.
yeah.
That's why
You
after
just have
going,
to hope that they don't know anything. But there's a lot of people that know shit now.
yeah, you never know, right? You never know what people know.
Yeah. You never know.
But yeah, after those two new guys, I'm like, dude, I gotta go with somebody a little better. But so I went with
You're
another
picking
one.
a new flavor, right? Like,
Yeah,
okay,
I was
I
like,
gotta challenge.
these last two rounds were just too easy. You guys are just too new.
Mm.
So I went with one of the other white belts that's been going a while. Who's
It's not
bigger
fun,
than me.
huh? Being too dominant.
Yeah,
And
I feel because there was other new white belt that I knew was brand new, and I'm like, I'm gonna go find somebody else that's been here for a while.
I like a white belt that has three or four stripes. So it's like, hey, you guys are getting good, and you're almost there.
You're not brand new. Get the fuck out of here.
But if you're brand new, then it's like you don't know that I'm gonna mount you. You don't sense it coming, like from
Yeah.
side control. Like
That's
it's
why,
not
like,
fun.
That's why
Or
this was the first
if you're
time-
mounting and the hands are up, you're like, you're just giving it to me. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, because I was just a couple months ago, I was the brand new guy, and this is like a new experience of. Yeah,
You
I've
know
been
what
here
this
for a
is?
little while, and I'm like, hey, there's some brand new guys that don't know what the hell is going on.
You know what this is?
What is it?
This is your hook moment where you're seeing the food, this imaginary food. You're doing it, Peter. You're doing it. This is your fucking moment.
Dude, so that after sparring at the end of the class, one
Yeah.
of the other purple belts that I've gone with a few times drilling, and
Mhm.
he's helped me out. He came up, he was like, hey man, it's
doing good."
I'm seeing like you're what did he say? He said it's like the moves are
clicking?
connecting, it's clicking. He's like, I can see it's clicking, but you're still moving too fast. That's what he said to me.
Oh, interesting.
It's like I can see that everything is getting cleaned up, but you're still moving too fast.
Interesting. Man, I wish I
Oh,
could
man, thanks.
see all this. It'd be fun to witness.
So it's like he's like, hey, I'm seeing it's like clicking with you mentally, but you gotta slow down.
Yeah.
Like, I know, I get too excited. So,
I'm really
yeah.
liking my instructor
Yeah.
now. Yeah, he's really cool. I mean, he even explains things really good, and he has a way of showing it without like, now I'm gonna show you what it looks like without the other person, and he shows this really looks like a bridge, and he shows the same movement kind of thing.
Without a partner. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
And he's so open-minded because like he was like, hey everyone, like when you're don't be afraid to ask questions, even ask other higher belts, because they might have a different thing. And he was like, this
Oh,
guy
that's
went
nice.
to this, and he's like, hey, Nate came from another school, and he might have good information, like he has a really good top game. I was like, oh, he's giving me all this it feels good when you get you get props, especially from someone who's like a higher up, like a purple belt. Like, oh, thanks. Like, they're seeing something.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
making
why I
me
was like,
feel it makes me feel like, oh, I'm feeling welcomed, and I don't have like I was a little scared to like, should I be showing stuff, because I don't want to seem like I know anything.
Want to be like a
And-
know-it-all or something, yeah.
or it's going against their structure, like we're not teaching our students this right now, or but he's really cool.
It's good, dude.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel more at home at my gym.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Lions
I
guy over
definitely
here.
feel it.
Are you happy?
I definitely feel
Are you happy
Huh?
with jujitsu? You glad you
Yeah,
started it?
yeah, I feel at home. Like even though I took like the 2 weeks off during the holidays, coming back this week, I'm like, yeah, this is where I train. This is
Do
my
you
home.
before you had that whole issue with your hand and your anger thing? Do you feel like this is a
Mm,
good place to get that out now? Do you feel
I
like
think so.
you're not as
I'm too
mad
tired
these
to be
days?
angry.
Exactly, right?
Like, I'm just tired.
Do you feel more docile just because you put it somewhere?
Yeah, I feel like I get to put my aggression out on the mat, right?
Yeah. For
Yeah.
me, that's how I feel like. I feel like if I you might have pent up aggression, like you might get angry, but like you can get that on the mat, but not be angry at the person you're rolling with, but still
Yeah.
use that aggression that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
might be
yeah.
feeling. It's a good
Yeah.
tension release.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's you're exerting your, your violent energy in a constructive way.
Yeah. And then you're like sore in places like, why am I sore there? I must have
Dude,
done
yeah.
something.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, my fucking elbows.
Your elbows are sore?
Yeah,
Not tapping right away? What'd you think?
yeah, because I try to fight it off, and then I'm like, all right, you got me, you got me.
Do you know about the thumb thing? The
Mm,
placement of the
what's that?
thumb? Well,
For
when
when
you're
you're
getting arm barred, like they this where your elbow is, that's where
Mhm.
your thumb. If your
Yeah,
elbow
yeah.
is like this, it's not gonna bend as much. You actually have to bend it this way.
Mm,
And if your hand is this way, you want to bend it that way. So
yeah,
like
yeah.
when you're trying to get out, you want to like if they're not controlling your wrist, like kind of go like that.
Mhm.
So I
I
go like
might be
that.
I might I might be doing it unconsciously,
Yeah.
possibly.
Just when you're getting arm barred, just make sure that your thumb doesn't match where your elbow's going. So that's all.
Okay.
Friendly
Okay.
advice. Yeah.
All right.
Just make sure
Thank you.
you know your thumb position. Make sure you guide it in to that butthole. And with that note, buddy, I think I have to part.
All right, buddy. It was a good
It's been a pleasure.
welcome back to
Maybe
the podcast.
one day we'll roll together.
Dude, I'm
Could see
looking
what
forward to that day, man. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna
you're
be
gonna be
fun
like,
to roll with my buddy. Yeah, because I'm imagining
what
it
are you
now.
gonna
Like
do? Ding ding.
well, I mean, if we end up going to a class together, I would assume we would drill together.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, come on. I know you're a big purple belt, but come on, partner up with your buddy.
We'd have to partner for sure. Well,
Show me your
if
purple ways.
I ever visit Hawaii, I guess I'm gonna check out Alliance and
Yeah, come to Alliance.
like, hey,
And
it's
if
my
I
buddy.
come to Texas, I'm gonna go to your place.
Dude, you gotta do it on a Sunday. Dude,
Oh
if you
man.
came on a
Oh,
Sunday,
man.
you'd
Well,
be
if I
rolling with
come,
so much
I would imagine
strangers.
I'd stay for more than like at least a week, I would think.
Yeah. You gotta try
Yeah.
a Sunday though.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah. All right, buddy. So I guess next week, I think I'm going to a wedding on the 14th, Saturday.
Oh, okay. So you
So
can't do Saturday.
has to be Sunday.
Okay. Sunday. I think Sunday should be fine. Are you off on that Monday?
We have something off on Monday?
Yeah, Martin
Was it
Luther
Martin
King.
Luther? I think so.
Mhm.
We could do it then.
Okay, let me talk to Steph and see which she prefers, Sunday or Monday, and I'll let you know.
Okay. Or
All
fun
right.
day. All right,
Fun
buddy.
days are always fun.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
buddy.
take care, man. It's
Take
good to
care.
be back.
Hell yeah.
I'll see you again.
See ya. Till next
All right,
time.
let me end this recording.
Atreus!
Well, that's pretty good.
Atreus!
You could be a voice
Why are
actor.
you here? Who are you?
Oh wait, that's kind of
That's me.
Oh, my throat.
Oh, Yoda.
Yeah, it's getting Yoda-y. I'm a petty guy.
You're Mr. Tom Petty.